And what is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, 5 viewers. It's First Contact Day.
Hello. Happy First Contact Day.
Hey, I could do that too. I think I did it better than you. Look at it.
Right. It's not a contest.
It is a contest. And
it's not a Vulcan off, bro.
It is. And I won.
Well,
I won.
On this date in 2063, the Vulcan or Zephyr Cochrane is going to take his first warp flight, and the Vulcans are going to see it, and they're going to come down and make first contact on Earth. Bozeman,
Nice.
Montana. That's right.
I don't think we're ready.
I
think they would run away. Yeah, I think they would run away from us right now.
Yeah.
I know a way
in
to get more
2062,
views.
this is post World War III. So,
yeah.
To be fair, most people are dead. Yeah.
Hey, Taladia. Yeah. What were you saying, CJH?
Oh yeah, there is one way we could get more views.
What?
By starting drama with Mr. Beast.
Screw Mr. Beast. I don't care.
Damn right.
Max doesn't want his own snack line.
No, I mean, what does he do? He does a lot of stuff and he gives away money. I mean, good for him. Good for him. Good for Mr. Beast.
Wish we could all be there to give back.
Let's go. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It is Star Trek First Contact Day, but I do have a topic, about Warner Brothers Discovery. I do, because it is in the news, and it should be discussed.
Is it? I never saw it.
I don't want to dwell on it though. I don't want to. It's not like great news. I'm not like yay. But and the title of the stream, will James Gunn even get a chance to succeed? I think he does have a plan, but things are not looking good across the board. Hey, Sean. Yeah. Oh, now I can't do it.
You can't do it with the left hand. You can't do it with both hands, bro. Your left hand's like, oh yeah, it's all broken out. There you go.
There you go.
He's
all right.
Out.
But yes, there is something in the news. I actually I'm starting to watch a little bit of political videos again, but I watch everyone's. And you know who I actually watch a lot? You know who I actually watch a lot for entertainment value is DJ Cobra. His political channel, to get the other opinion. And I'm like, okay. And I said that to him. I said, I like your channel now, like, because I think this is kind of what your wheelhouse was. I do it to get all kinds of, I don't really care either side. It's just like, it's a never ending war. Like, I don't participate in all these wars. Hey, Sean.
I think some of them definitely are on one side though.
Oh yes, people pick sides on everything, and that's actually a good segue, CGH, because if you don't, it hurts you to be more level-headed and examine different types of points of view. It hurts you on the internet. team
Oh yeah,
sports.
no.
And
you
this
gotta,
is
you gotta
exactly
rage hard.
it's
Like,
exactly what's happening to CNN right now. It's not all Gucci, like Zachary Levi once said. And Zaslav, I'll tell you what, Zaslav is good at one thing: cutting costs. He is actually like the Bob Chapek for Warner Brothers Discovery right now. And remember what happened to Bob Chapek. He brought down costs, but nothing else was working, right? Right. And he got replaced by Iger again. So I'm just speculating here, but and I know people don't like to say Grace Randolph was right, but I think he is going to cut costs. He's doing that. So he's succeeding there only. Like things that are succeeding at HBO were succeeding before he got there. And people might be like, oh, he didn't get a chance to do anything yet. Yeah, he did. CNN, he stopped the app. He got rid of some pundits. And he said, let's do more nuanced conversations, examine both sides, and not be so much on a certain team. And you know what happened? The audience left. CNN. This is from the New York Post. Let me bring this up. And I don't take pleasure in seeing this. Like, I don't want anyone not to succeed. Like, I know people hate CNN. I don't care that a news site or channel is really struggling. I'm just explaining they are part of Warner Brothers Discovery. Go ahead, CJH.
Oh, no, never mind. You continue.
Yes.
I got
CNN primetime ratings plummeted 61% in March. Nielsen data. That's really, really bad for this. This is part of the family of Warner Brothers Discovery, and along with what's happening with their DC slate. New York Post is a tabloid. Okay. I just picked one out of a few though, Brucifer. I could have got other ones that did this too. You know, this is coming out from multiple outlets. There's actually videos on this too. I didn't want to react to people's videos, but it's based on Nielsen numbers. People respect Nielsen more than what's that other one that people use for nerd talk for DC? I forget what it's called. Samba TV. So regardless of if you think you don't take the New York Post credible or not, it's based on Nielsen numbers. 61% is not good. So that's the gist of it. I don't have much to talk about there. I just want to get your initial thoughts there. Things are not looking great except for the cost-cutting measures from Zaslav. So regardless of what he says on these investor calls quarterly or whenever they make them, he's cutting costs, but other things are not doing well. You know
what I think is? I think people are too wrapped up in politics, and now they're all like, they view Hollywood as this woke leftist machine, and then they just avoid it.
Well, yes, people do view it like that, but Brucifer says I believe the numbers. Yeah.
And
I just don't see any. I wanted to get this as a comment on how you think Zaslav's doing so far. Maybe we could end the topic there before we get into Star Trek. How is Zaslav doing in the first quarter of him being? I think he actually was at the last quarter of 2022. In the first quarter, he's had probably like at least 8 months now.
We've always been talking about how they're just bleeding off money. So I mean, it's really not a big surprise. And as far as the ratings go down, I think cable news ratings have gone down across the board. You know,
except the ones that are extremely partisan. Those are the only ones.
Well, to be fair, CNN was kind of partisan.
Yeah, no, I know. And when they tried to, Zaslav actually said he wanted to do better better reporting, less partisan, and more factual, and more even-handed, and it doesn't work.
Wait. So Warner Brothers owns CNN?
Yes.
For a long
That's the
time.
first I've heard that.
Well, I told you
Oh,
at the
dude.
beginning of the stream.
That was, you know, when
damn.
let's see here. Do you know when AT&T merged with Time Warner? Or no, way back then. Time Warner merged with what the hell was it?
I thought it was
This is back in the
its own
90s, bro.
company. Damn.
Like Ted Turner, basically, like, yeah, it was way back then.
Oh, Anderson Cooper. I like Anderson
AOL.
Cooper, Christopher. Yeah, so Anderson Cooper's gone too? I thought he's still there. Oh, only watch Anderson Cooper. Okay. Yeah, it's not working. It's just a sign of this age of social media, confirmation bias. The more nuanced, the more people don't like it. People want to, what happens, in my opinion, is there's so many choices available that that a lot of times people don't want to hear all types of points of view. They want to hear what they want to hear. And there's a place for that because there's so many options, you know. Anthony, welcome.
What's up?
You sound good. Here's recent reports here of Nielsen ratings that CNN is down 61%. That, along with the slate of DC projects that were delayed or being released, like Shazam 2 and even Black Adam. Zaslav isn't the hero that people promoted him to be, except for cost-cutting measures. Anthony, what's your take on this of how Zaslav is doing at the beginning of his tenure for Warner Brothers Discovery?
I mean, isn't he selling CNN?
Well, that was the rumor, but it seems more and more. That's why I said, will James Gunn even get a chance to do what he wants to do besides Superman Legacy?
I think James Gunn will get a chance. I think Shazam was just failed because it had zero marketing. They didn't care about the movie.
They marketed it,
but not that much. They didn't market that much. The movie that they only care about is The Flash, Aquaman, and Blue Beetle. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And
in 2024 is really front loaded with the Batman verse type projects, Joker 2, the Batman 2, the Penguin show.
Oh yeah, Joker.
But 2025 is so. I mean, I don't take pleasure in this. I don't know if he's going to get a chance to go deep into his slate. At least, I think we'll get the Creature Commandos. What's your prediction of what we'll actually see potentially before it gets sold off to you? I think Universal wants to do it as the Universal or Comcast.
That's a rumor.
I know it's a rumor, but it seems pretty likely to flip it, cut the costs. The costs have gone down. They've cut debt. That's all. That's the one I will give him credit there. He's cut debt, and that's exactly what Chapek did. That's why I said he's like Chapek. Besides cutting costs, he's not succeeding on the other fronts. The other stuff was happening before he got there. Game of Thrones was already in the pipeline. Last of Us was already in the pipeline. You know, okay, go ahead, Anthony. What do you think?
I think, well, first they're gonna wait and see. I mean, I think Superman's his first movie in the James Gunn universe, and so, and then we don't know. So, like, I think Superman will be successful because it's Superman, obviously. I hope they don't panic because they should not. It's Superman. You starting the universe with Superman first.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna give James Gunn a chance. I think it's just a matter of the project will be successful. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Right then.
All right. That's all I really had to say about it. I do believe now it's more likely that it's going to be sold off.
And plus, like, he bringing back a lot of stuff. He bringing back Harry Potter for HBO.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Which rebooted, which I don't like it, but I understand why. Because Daniel probably is not gonna come back unless you do Kershaw, which nobody likes Kershaw. So that
Cursed Child.
Why don't they just do something original?
Yeah, and then
Like-
but then then doing
Ryan,
another.
you are part of the problem, man.
Oh no, I'm
every-
talking about with Harry Potter, like
Oh,
making
Oh,
well,
like
they did
do
with
something in the
Fantastic
Harry Potter
Beasts.
universe.
no,
Yeah,
no,
Fantastic
do
Beasts,
something with Harry Potter, but make another story. It doesn't have to be the cursed child. Just make something else.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have a point there. And
Just
then
a
doing
suggestion.
yeah, that's a good suggestion. And they're doing
Because
Lord of the Rings.
the
They're doing Lord
fandom
of the Rings again,
gatekeeper
so, yeah.
will get upset. Like, this wasn't in the books.
I mean, they're doing 7 seasons of those 7 books so we'll see.
Here's the thing. If they do 7 seasons, then it better be like Game of Thrones level.
Oh, it has to be Game of Thrones
Length.
quality. It has to.
Mhm.
Yeah, Game of
And
Thrones.
it has to be like page by page. Do not leave anything out.
Mhm.
Yeah, but will Harry Potter fans eat it? Yeah, because they love Harry Potter. They saw every movie,
Only
even the
if
last
they-
one. So,
like I said,
you know.
only if they do page by page every single thing in the book.
Yeah, of course. And then they're doing Lord of the Rings again by
Mhm.
New Line, I believe.
Yeah,
So
you're right. These are good
yeah,
things.
they're starting to bringing back franchise that everybody likes.
Okay.
So
All right.
you know they will make money from those franchises.
It's still by the time we get this, I think they're going to be eligible to sell, and I do believe
We'll
that.
see.
All right, let's put a percentage on it. Out of 100%, what do you think the percentage is on that they're probably going to sell after this? After they cut their debt, I would put mine at 75%. I'd say 25% Zaslav sticks on after Superman Legacy, and they don't sell to a bigger company, because it's also very. It happens all the time with these companies. They merge, take over. What's that, CJH?
Disney or Universal will buy it.
Disney's not taking it. I don't believe
No,
Disney wants to take on any more property right now.
They will block that deal in 2 seconds.
They can't handle.
Yeah,
They're having issues handling the gulp of content they have already. They can't.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
want
way
to take
too
on
much
more
for
debt.
them.
They don't want to take on. I mean, they have too many properties as it is that they can't do enough content for. So
They got Star Wars, they got Indiana Jones, they got Lucasfilm to worry about.
Yeah.
They got way too many. They even got Fox stuff that they have to worry about.
I would say, based on the current facts that we have, at least know the slate of DC movies that are being released now. The results are extremely mixed to poor until we get to the Flash, until we get to the Blue Beetle box office, and Aquaman. And then CNN 61, but down 61%. Yes, they are talking about revitalizing old properties like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. So that is exciting, and I think there is money in that. But I think the success that he has so far is just cost-cutting measures, and that's it. We haven't actually seen the quality. Talk is cheap. We haven't seen the quality being put back into these properties. There's talk about bringing them back, but we're not there yet, and that's still years off. So by the time we even get to see the fruits of the labor, it's still going to be around like 2025, and that's when they're already going to be eligible to be sold.
What would you like to see? What would, in your mind, if you woke up tomorrow as the CEO of Warner Brothers, what would you do?
I would put money in one final movie to end and get some hype back instead of fighting with the audience.
And the current DC universe,
yeah. I would do one final thing there, one Justice League, get everyone back, and then promote the hell out of that, and say, look, we want to do good by I actually was a man of my word when I said I wanted to reestablish relationships with my your talent. And then I also would release the Ayer cut and Batgirl. I'm like, here you go. Let's have a celebration of these properties, and before we move on, but we are going to move on. I would be like, just like that. Listen, everyone, I know we can't please everyone. This is what good question, CJH. Here I go. Listen, everyone, we are going to move on with DC Studios. James Gunn is going to do amazing things with us. I know there's a lot of things that you all want out there. We can't please all of you, but let's have a celebration at the end. We're going to get the Justice League together one more time for a great adventure. I know people have been wanting to see the Ayer cut. We really like David Ayer. We want to work on the future. Let's see his cut. We appreciate the art form. We want to make you all happy, and we're going to have a great party on the end before we move on into the future, and it's going to be amazing. Stick with us, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna bring Zach on to celebrate this conclusion of this era of DC, and we appreciate everyone that led us to this point. And that's what I would say. Not to direct it. I would get him included in the conversation because he does have a good relationship with some fans. I would include him. I'm like, thank you, Zach, for bringing us here, and thank you, David Ayer. What are you talking about? That's a great. Thank you, David Ayer. Thank you for all the talent that got us here. Do a baton pass. When you do the Olympics and you do a baton pass, you pass it up to someone else. Do a strong pass off. Yes.
I would just like.
Why not?
Do one.
Are you going to ignore? Are you going to ignore
what
got you there? I would even get Patty Jenkins in there.
I would just end the DC universe on one movie with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck and everybody. That's it. It's a one and done movie, and move on and the reboot. That's it. Other than that, yeah.
Is it really that cringe what I said, Brian? Go ahead.
A little bit.
A little bit cringe. What?
Who cares?
I care. Yeah. I care.
Okay, yeah, but
lots of people care. I know you don't.
People care.
Yes,
where it would actually be feasible for them to do. I think we've had this argument a million times.
For one movie, for one project, yes.
No, just let it go. Fuck. Excuse my language, but this is ridiculous.
The audience left. The audience left.
A big Shazam is not a good movie.
Because they said they're not making any more. So what's the fucking point of sticking around?
Yeah. I think that's great PR. I don't know what guys are smoking. I think I did a great job there. Hire me.
Man, no.
Replace me over Gunn. I don't want to direct any of them.
No.
I'll hire directors. I'll hire James Gunn.
So you're gonna be like the Kathleen Kennedy of DC?
No, I will get a story group together.
Oh, yeah.
And I will focus on the story first. And then I will find talent to fit the story.
CJ, this is your fault.
Not give carte blanche to the talent. Be like, do whatever you want to do. Yeah. Brucifer says $4.99. Max, you would be fired the same day. I would be fired the same day.
You would, yes.
I did an amazing job just there. I want some recognition.
He'd walk into David's office and he'd be like, "What the hell is this?"
No, I would say let's recognize the talent that got us here, have a send off, and move on. That's it. You're not going to please everyone. Of course, this turns into DC. Yes.
No, I
CJ was the one.
When does that ever happen, dude?
I would maybe
besides a show like Seinfeld or something that's been on for like 10 years.
Nightmare movie.
A nightmare movie. CJ said a nightmare movie. Yeah, I would do it if plausible. Maybe Zach doesn't want to have anything to do with it,
but I don't think it will go the way you guys want it.
I would celebrate.
Kill them off.
I would celebrate the talent that got them to where they were. They did have some success, and then move on. Yeah. Reyes says, I think Gunn has the right to focus on his own original slate now. He needs to forge his own path as a creator in new territory first before molding his vision to include content from established creators. I would be a VP of DC Studios and be a new spokesperson for the brand. I'd focus on delivering concise details on the progress of each new production and own the production pipeline start to end. Yes, I nominate Rhea. Okay, fine. Everyone wants to pick Rhea over me. That's fine. I would trust Rhea. Use more details. Cal says new Mando was dope AF.
Yes, it was.
At least some video games.
Trying to hate.
I have not seen that.
Actually, I would get Rhea in charge of the Warner Brothers video games.
Yeah.
Get some of those video games.
The cost cutting comes from reusing cast the backdrops of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. All right. I don't know why. I think I did amazing. I think you've all lost it. I think I had the secret sauce there. But oh well.
Yeah, no, the question would be, would you rather like a nightmare movie or
Doesn't matter. Whatever's feasible. Whatever's feasible. Some type of conclusion. It doesn't
Nothing
have to
is
be
feasible. There is no conclusion. Ah.
There could be something feasible.
Okay, can we just can we go to the next?
You just disagree with me, bro. You hate my opinion.
Of course I do.
Bro. Yes.
Because you've been proven time and time again wrong.
They never promoted it to the consumer that this is a conclusion, bro. They never said, okay, we're going to do one little hot final round.
They don't have to.
They don't have to, but the audience doesn't have to show up either. The people don't have to pay either.
Time a franchise said, hey, this is it, guys. Come on down. No, they'll never do that. Even at the end of a James Bond movie, they're like, yeah, James Bond will return. Even at the end of No Time to Die. When he had time to die.
Yeah. Nadali, give a good ending, unite DC fans, and move forward. Bad PR won't help.
The problem would be.
I get it, man, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Can I be devil's advocate and suggest that ship might have sailed?
Well, with the Henry thing, probably, yeah.
With all of it,
yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Good.
Well, I don't think it's completely sailed now, but if the damage is already done. I'm
just saying the damage is already done. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. There's no U-turns. There's no corrections. It's not like they're gonna be like, "Hey, everybody, come on back." No, there's too many hurt feelings across the board. I mean, yeah, a little movie part. Let's wrap her up in here, man.
Yeah, I would release the Batgirl, then Greenlight Batgirl verse. We're getting Barbara, Stephanie, Cassandra, each their own movie, 2 directed by Bay, and I get to do the one.
Hell, not Michael Bay.
He's hired Michael Bay.
Christ, Michael.
Hey, Michael Bay could. I don't know. Michael Bay could do.
He wasn't talked to do a Lobo movie a couple years ago, a long time ago. Thank God it didn't happen.
Did you send the link to Little Movie Perk?
I'm sending it now. I could just add him to the team because he is part of the team. DM group.
Why not?
Yeah. All right. Let me get this because we're back on here. $1 billion, and then I would buy the rights to 60. I still want to see 65. Right. And listen, I got to find out when Shazam 2 hits VOD because we're gonna have a watch party. You're gonna watch it with me, Brian. And
wait, I thought you were gonna go to the theaters for it.
Well, Brucifer said if we do a watch party, that might be more appealing, like because we could all watch it together, and then you could see my reactions to the film. You know, I'm gonna be on camera for it. Watch it fresh.
Tonight, folks. After MME, I'm gonna give audio commentary for Star Trek: First Contact because it's gonna be a live watch along.
So that's a movie, right?
What's that?
Contract?
The movie? Yes. Yeah. Star Trek: First Contact
is a movie.
Yes. Reyes says it's not about immediately resolving a story. It's about salvaging the story pieces we have currently and eventually lead them to a conclusion that can include the new project characters. Right. Have a good handoff like a marathon race. A good marathon race in the Olympics, you hand it off. A lot of these, just move on, but hand it off. There's so many unresolved story points that it's just ridiculous.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm down to watch that.
It does matter to a lot of people, Brian. You may not think it does, but the audience isn't showing up. You can't, just like I don't agree that everything's woke, but people think everything's woke, so they're not showing up.
Well, no, it's not because it's woke. It's generic.
No. There are people that look for it, and it bugs them.
But I think that's a vocal.
You can't say vocal minority anymore. You can't say that anymore.
I'm just saying. It's just a vocal group of people that are saying that. I'm just talking about it's a generic. Who cares? It's like the one thing I will say about like the Blue Beetle movie. I was like, man, this movie looks like every other superhero movie.
I want to be careful with saying you're making movie talk better, Brian, by pushing back on me. But I want to be careful when you say who cares. That's right. Who cares?
Well, the audience doesn't care. But I'm just saying, like the audience
doesn't care. The audience doesn't care to show up for multiple reasons. Now, even though I think some of the reasons are ridiculous, I do too. You can't change the way people feel. And who cares? I care if people aren't buying the product. So even though I think this woke nonsense argument is ridiculous, how many people on the internet think this way that are interested in nerd culture? A lot. And
I
they
don't
look
think they're
for it.
interested
And they're
in
yeah,
nerd
but-
culture. I think they're political commentaries.
there's lots of people that this is in, that people are also religious people too, that they're like, okay, what are you trying to do to me?
If I'm just
with
saying,
the
here's my pushback
So it's a
to that.
factor.
It is, but I'm just saying, like, if you look for cracks in the sidewalk, you're gonna find cracks in the sidewalk.
I agree with you.
Do you understand?
But what's the bottom line? You need to get consumers back.
Well, it's not gonna happen with middle of the road superhero movies, dude.
That's true as well.
I'm just saying the
The problem isn't that
watered down.
the problem isn't progressive ideas in the movie. It's the execution. I understand, but how you present progressive ideas triggers a lot of people.
Okay,
Yes.
what in Black Adam made you want to go back and see it again? Aside from the Henry Cavill stuff, the movie itself.
JSA. It seemed like it was almost like another Justice League movie.
And how many times did you see it in the theaters?
I only saw it once, but that's just me right now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay,
Mhm.
you're probably not the only one that went through that. I only saw it once, and honestly, I haven't seen it twice. Like it's on HBO Max for months, and I haven't seen it.
I can't afford to watch it twice.
I'm just saying, it's not, to me, that, and a lot of movies are like that now with superhero stuff. Marvel's even starting to get like that. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't want to say it's fatigue, but maybe people are getting tired of it, man.
I don't know.
It's the same old, dude.
Hey, Perp.
Just
We're just discussing that even though I don't think progressive ideas are hurting storytelling, and I don't think that's the reason these things are failing.
No.
And I think some people that harp on that are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that think that way. So
Sure.
So what do you do when you're in charge?
My go-to is always just look at history. There is that saying that history repeats itself, and from what I gather, I think progressive ideas have always been in media,
absolutely.
in entertainment, and in art in general. So
what's changed is that the audience is really pushing back hardcore. Over the last 5 years.
And I do think there is room for more conservative-minded entertainment. They just need to. There is sort of like, there has been this sort of push, I think, back in the day, sort of like in the 70s and 80s, and maybe even the 90s, where like a lot of like the conservative-minded people would sort of shun the arts in a way. So it's like they're raising their children's like, no, don't get that degree, get a real like job, don't be like an artist or anything like that, go be a doctor, be a lawyer. And it makes sense, and it's logical, but I think what we're seeing is the repercussions of that, where people that go in the arts are usually more left leaning, because there's been a push for decades, in a way. So I think it does need to even out. I think there is space for conservative film. There was a film company that was doing some really good stuff. They did this movie called Bone Tomahawk, which is a famous it's a cult film that was done by this conservative studio that it was really, really, really good. And that studio did some other movies that were really good. One of them is Dragged Across Concrete, which just got on Netflix. That was pretty good. Unfortunately, the studio closed down, and the remaining movies that they were producing actually went to Ben Shapiro's company, The Daily Wire, and that was that school shooting one, which is why you'll notice that one got the best reviews out of all their slates and stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry I went long-winded, because I do care about, like, different perspectives, especially when it comes to arts and entertainment, where we should be having debates, where ideas should be talked about. Like, that's what art is for. You should be tested in a way. Your ideology, your morals, everything. That's what I go to horror movies for. Okay, continue.
No, I agree. I think it's very important. I just, as if I'm in charge of a studio, though, I would say, listen, I don't see this as a problem, but the audience, there is a big portion of the audience, and Brian gave a great point because this is the typical response. Who cares? Unfortunately, people care about some ridiculous things a lot.
Yeah.
And they're not coming up to buy their tickets. They're not coming to buy the tickets. So that's why I didn't care. If they're not coming to buy the tickets, even though I think their claims are ridiculous in a lot of instances, and as a customer service rep for over 20 years, I have to hear things that I completely disagree with my customer. But if it keeps coming up consistently, I'm gonna look at it and say, well, we're not going to stop doing this, but at least we got to present it in a way that's more that goes to the consumer down easier. Like take your not taking medicine. That's a bad metaphor, but presenting it easier to the consumer where they actually still show up. Because I do actually think it's getting to impact where they're looking for it and they're not showing up to buy the tickets. So that's all. Let me see. Bone Tomahawk is dope. It's free on Tubi. Cool.
Yeah, Bone Tomahawk was great.
Let me see here.
One of my favorite westerns.
I'm
It's a western. It's also a western. You're into westerns, aren't you, Max?
You know what?
Yes.
You know what I would love? I would love either remake Cowboys and Aliens, or make another one, or do another sci-fi western like Firefly. I want that, like, to mix that genre, western and sci-fi.
I felt like Mandalorian did that a little bit in the first season. It did feel a little more westerny, you know.
I think this is an excellent comment, Brucifer, but I completely disagree. I think this is naive. I think this is just like what happened with the Snyder Bros in the DC. Oh, they're a vocal minority. No one cares. They're in their bubble. And they're not just Snyder fans. They are also DC fans in a lot of cases. There are some that are just Snyder fans. There are. But there are also a lot that are DC fans. And there are a lot that were Cavill and Gal Gadot fans beyond just Snyder. And I don't think it's a good...
I'm done minimal... Dude, it doesn't matter about that size of the fan base or... That's all in the past. Okay,
but it's naive not to consider as a factor of your box office.
But I get it, but it's not going to change anything. You have to understand, dude. What was the box office totals for Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, it was down, but nothing as significant.
Aren't going to Marvel movies either, dude.
Yeah, did that have
down, but it's not like off a cliff like DC is right now. That's different.
Well,
did Ant-Man and Wasp even have an attack
when they put out good?
What did you say, Perp?
Sorry.
Did Ant-Man and Wasp even get that type of like, oh, it's woke attack that audience didn't?
Yes, it did because of the ants and the socialism.
The ants and the socialism. Okay, I didn't hear about that one.
There was
there's socialism and ants.
Yeah. Michael Douglas's character was talking about how the ants succeed and they're socialists or something like that. It was just a quick comment. I didn't care, but
crap,
that triggered people. Yes.
Okay.
But I think this is there is a new topic. Thank you, Anthony. But I just think this is a naive statement. But I do think a lot of people believe this. It's just a bubble. It's just a small vocal minority. But you know what? When your audience isn't showing up, then you got to take it more seriously. That's my final comment.
If the audience want to see a movie multiple times, if it's good, they will see it. If it's not, they save their money for the next one. Simple as that.
That's exactly the type of yes. That's how I respond. I can't. Right. I have people that ask for refunds. I can't. No, I'm sorry. Use the product. I can't refund it.
That being said, if something is over $10,
yeah, try that. You do that over the phone.
You
try
can
that
give
face to
it-
face, brother.
I think that okay? I
I
know
tried
you
that,
would say that,
actually.
Kavari.
I got it for
Face
free.
and mask.
I know. Yeah. Go
It's
ahead.
not my fault you didn't know what kind of car you had.
Right. Listen, customers. This is not just comic book movies. Customers have ridiculous expectations.
Oh,
And I say that as a
Oh,
customer service rep.
100%.
And you still got to handle it, And
They're
even
like,
if
"Do
you're
you
in
have
the
a part
right,
for a 1930s
even if you're right,
vehicle?"
even if you're in the right, like James Gunn is usually in the right on Twitter, it doesn't help to tell the customer that you're right. Sometimes it does not, Soraya says, I'd say A Bug's Life was a socialist manifesto, but it yields to a hierarchy structure needlessly, even after debating a whole dictatorship that demanded a similar level of productivity as the Queen's. Oh, God.
This is very true.
I thought it was a remake of Seven Samurai.
It's not a true dictatorship of the proletariat. Come on now, think about it.
Oh, my God.
It
All
also
right.
did comment on China's economic status back in the 90s as well.
Oh, hey, Belle. Wish you the best. I remember that we were talking about this Wednesday, and I forgot. Hopefully, when you're feeling more up to it, we'll collab soon, Belle. Yes. So hope, wish you the best in your family and everything going on with you, Belle. All right. So that Anthony's been wanting to move on for like 10 minutes now, right, Anthony?
Well, CJ brought the question up, so I was like,
I do want to mention that I used to have the 3D cover of, or technically my grandfather had it and then he gave it to me. First Contact, the VHS with the 3D cover.
Ooh, that's awesome, man. Well, if Brea, absolutely, if we could plan on next Wednesday if that's good with. I'll contact Belle in the Discord to see if that works. To get her commentary on all the current stuff. I do have to say, look at this. I got Dreamwalker in the mail.
Dreamwalker.
This is Mikey Sutton's comic that's becoming a TV show.
Oh, nice.
I got both of these for $20 shipped. So
nice.
I'm going to read that. And I'm also going to read Cyber Frog.
I might have ended up ordering ISOM just so I can talk shit about ISOM.
I'm not interested in ISOM at all.
I tried to read that one. It's very
I mean, nothing against what he's doing. More
good
he
for
made
him.
a lot of money. It's just that character design and didn't interest me.
No.
I'm not. I don't think it looks garbage or anything. It just
no. It looks fine. It's very standard, but it was so boring. I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't even give it a review. I said I can't review it. Couldn't finish it.
Basically, I just put my money where my mouth is, and I just coughed up a couple.
Perp, this looks very horror.
Very horror. I bet it is. What? Supposedly he got picked up from another country, right? It was people producing it.
Yeah, TV show. Yeah.
It's from another country.
Yeah, look at this. This is scaring me right here.
Yeah, dude, that looks beautiful. That looks great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, is it an Asian country? Because they got the schoolgirl thing going. Is it an Asian country?
Maybe.
They like to do the horror Asian schoolgirl thing over in Malaysia, Thailand. There's a couple shows over there that do that stuff.
Yeah. So.
Malaysian.
Oh my.
That looks dope.
I'll have to check this out.
She's gonna kill some zombies, some spirit walkers. Dreamwalker, come rescue me.
I'm not saying it kind of got like a Buffy vibe. I think too.
Good for him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check that out. Taladia is in Dreamwalker. Oh, Philippines. Yes.
Philippines. Okay.
Yeah. Filipino culture. It's centered around Filipino culture. Yeah, it's
I get that. I think I've seen a couple of Filipino. Let me see if the show I saw is Filipino.
No, I didn't get paid for this Kavari. It was a good price. It wasn't expensive. It was like $6-7 for each issue, and then like $6-7 to ship. So that's why can you understand that I'm interested in new things, but I don't want to pay $40 for each comic. So if it's like this price, I'm interested. I got Cyber Frog for $10 and $10 shipped. It was $20 total. because it was a dinged version. It was a damaged version. And he sent me a link on eBay. So I'm on a budget. I'm on a budget. I'm open to new stuff. Yeah. And I will be reading that. I'm also planning on reading Cyberfrog, and then what was that other? I also got sent a comic for review that I never did because I couldn't get the group together. The Antagonists, that's also becoming a TV show as well, and I have contact with the creator, so I want to get more into that. I put the comic in wrong. Well, listen, I'm not an expert like you, Brucifer. Yes. Reyes says, I'm excited for the series being... Yeah, that's actually why I bought it. I was interested, but I wasn't going to get it until I saw it was going to be a TV series, especially since it's a kind that my wife would enjoy this type of series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. I'll also have her read it, too, if she wants. Like, if she wants to read it.
The show I was thinking about is, in fact, Filipino. It's called Tracy. I think it's Tracy. It's actually on Netflix. It's also very similar. Supernatural, a girl that investigates supernatural things. Pretty good. It kind of looked like a DC animated thing. The style's cool.
Brucifer, what were you doing on Twitter? What is this here? What is this? Let me share this with you. What is this?
Well, you are a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
That looks dope.
Oh, it's the
I don't
Barbie.
understand.
Yes, they released like.
Why am I a Barbie?
I think it's the eyes that sell it.
I still didn't watch the trailer.
These are the eyes of a psychopath.
Who said that? That was scary. Was that you, Perp?
No. That looks great. I like that. Can that be your background?
I don't. Maybe. Crazy Joe is coming in. Hey, Crazy Joe.
Hi.
You're freezing up a little bit. Let me bring it. Oh, there you are. Okay. What do you think of this? Are you interested in the Barbie movie?
Oh, man, it looks great.
Okay.
Yeah, that trailer looked hilarious. I can't wait.
All right. Barbie for movie of the year. Definitely check out Hoopla Max. They even have comics that Comixology and DC Infinite don't have. Okay.
I got this a few years ago.
Cool. Who's that from? I don't know.
It's from Unlikely Heroes Studios.
Cool.
I didn't really go that long.
Wow, Cal's calling you the White Mr. T.
That's an honor. That's an honor. Let me
He's
switch
wearing
my
a white
background.
tee. He's wearing a white tee of Mr. T. As the white Mr. T.
Let me switch to the appropriate background. There we go.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, today was First Contact Day.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, what kind of first contact do you have? Okay.
Well,
actually, me and Crazy Joe had first contact over the weekend.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
In a food court.
Yeah, you were on the Crazy Joe Adventures channel.
Oh, did you post that video yet?
Oh yeah, I posted that a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. I just haven't checked it out. We actually should take a look at that if you guys want to see. You want to see how long my hair is too, and check out Crazy Joe's video. Let me bring that up. That'd be
Do you
fun.
want to share the dancing
Are we gonna see
video?
your face? I don't want to see your face.
I mean, it's my face. You see more of my face, but I'm still.
All right, I'll just
I'm
close
still
my
okay.
eyes.
Did you want to share the Dancing Max video?
Sure, we could look at both of those. The Crazy Joe concession stand one?
No, it's on Crazy Joe Adventures.
Crazy Joe Adventures.
Crazy Joe concession stand is just movie reviews and,
I'm subscribed to that one too. Okay, cool. All right, let me see here.
Tell me when it's done. I'm not gonna watch. I don't want to see anything. I like the mystique of Max wearing a mask. I don't.
Really? You're not gonna watch?
Nope.
All right. Let me.
Not if they show a part of your face.
Y'all don't want to see.
I'm gonna be here talking to my girlfriend.
I mean, he's better off with the mask on. Is all I'm saying, guys.
Oh, come on,
To all
everyone.
those unmaskers out there, be careful what you
know.
wish for. No, just kidding.
I will say that today on the Crazy Joe Concession Stand channel, in honor of First Contact Day, I posted a review of this documentary series that was sent to me by Mill Creek called Center Seat 55 Years of Star Trek.
Cool.
Really?
Wait.
Is that on streaming or anything like that? I'd have to check that out.
I don't know. I had never heard of it, and they sent it, and I was like, oh, well, that's kind of up my alley.
No,
Wait, are you saying we are about to see Max's face?
No, he is masked. He's just it's a more revealing mask than usual.
Do I
talking about his hair?
Well, it's 22 minutes. I'm gonna watch this whole thing later, but I want to get to the part where wow, this is great.
Yeah, this is where
here
you pop in. Yeah.
Oh,
Is what is now the movie theater.
Okay.
What's the mask?
You said you don't want to watch Perp.
So describe the mask.
It's an I-95 mask.
Oh.
So this was not the JCPenney in 1978 that would have been in the movie. But apparently over here, there is a museum devoted to the Night of the Living Dead movies.
And I just ran into a friend of mine.
Uh-oh, who's that? Oh, no. Exposed.
The mask, man.
Mask the DeLorean.
I didn't even shave. I looked like
Mad Max, the movie, man. Scares the living shit out of us.
Right.
And I just look like a normal dude. I was like, should I keep the hood on? And I took the hood off. You'll see my long hair. Look.
You may not recognize him
look
in
at
this
that hair.
man.
It's all messed up.
Look at that mane. Look at that beautiful mane.
I told
Look
you
at
guys.
that. Oh no.
I could see
Look at
why
that
you
coat.
want to cut it.
Look at that hibernation coat.
Oh no, you're not happy, Rhea? Uh-oh. Still can't tell face.
Now you know what to look for at too many games.
Well, I am gonna put. I am gonna wear this at too many games, though.
Wait,
Yeah.
Max is CJH confirmed.
Your CJH, thick eyebrows. You're saying I'm thick? Thick eyebrows. Look at
See?
Bushy.
I'm glad I'm not watching this.
Larry. This is beautiful. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. Look at that
Caterpillar's
hair.
parked up on top of
I'm
his eyes.
I'm 41. I mean, no shade, Crazy Joe, but I got a lot of hair.
Yeah. I'd steal your hair in a
Damn,
heartbeat.
I need to cut back on the stress, dude. I'm 39 and I have more gray hair than you.
Yeah. Well, there was a while there that I was getting more gray hairs on YouTube, but now I'm think I'll be all right now.
The Amico days.
Yeah. Here
Mask. You might recognize him in a Dr. Doom mask. This is Mad Max.
Oh no! What did you do? You posted this, Crazy Joe? Okay, just kidding.
Oh, you knew I was MME channel.
All right. Go check out Crazy Joe's video.
Are you
Thank
done?
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that a lot of people go to the Monroeville Mall and show off the Dawn of the Dead filming locations, but I think I'm the first person to ever go to the Monroeville Mall and show off where the baking competition on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was held.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead is my favorite movie of all time, by the way. The George A. Romero one.
See, there's Crazy
very
Joe.
jealous you got to go.
You want to check out the full video. CJH, do you have the video you made of me?
Actually, I might have put in the brand thing.
Okay.
Do you know what I bought in the Living Dead Museum? I purchased something. It's right here. I bought a piece. This is an actual piece of the cabin for Evil Dead 2. This is a block of wood from the exterior of the actual Evil Dead 2 cabin. That cost me $20. $20 for a little piece of wood.
Nice. Hey, Joe, you know I directed an episode of the show, right? Season 3.
Really?
Yeah. Episode 3, season 3 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. It was me and my bro.
Hey, you know what, Perp?
Seriously, I had no idea.
If you're okay with it, when we do that special episode with me and you,
Yeah.
we should maybe see if Crazy Joe wants to do it too, because I know he loves that stuff.
You love Evil Dead?
Yeah, I got the got the box set over here with
Based.
all the series and the movies. I could
Based. Yeah, I'll point out. Maybe we can watch my episode. I'll point out all the Easter eggs. We put the Freddy glove in there. We put like all the clock, all little
cool.
Easter eggs from the movies and stuff.
Are you a Monrover?
I
Sorry.
can't believe you got
Me,
to go to
myself, and
Monroeville
Irene, dude.
Mall. That's so cool. I can't believe the mall's still
put it in
standing,
private
dude.
chat.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, it was
Malls?
pretty busy too. It was, you know, they say the malls are dead. That mall was, but you know what? A little bit of disrespect here. There's a bust in the mall of George Romero, and there were these two young
That's so
girls
cool.
there, and they're going, "Who's that guy?" And I'm like, "Come on, you live in this area. This is your local mall, and you have no idea that this is a piece of film history. Come on."
Yeah, I think he's technically the last guy to invent a subgenre. Technically, the zombie subgenre.
Yeah.
Like, well, how it is today, I guess.
And then this is our pal CJH
Oh my
doing an
gosh.
impersonation of me.
Very
I might have to do a new intro. I don't know. We'll have to see here. I have good moves, man. Nice. The gold Dr. Doom mask.
I'll go get my mask.
Oh, you have a Dr. Doom mask too?
This is like weirdly hypnotic.
Nice, nice.
I like it.
Dude.
And
That was
here's
good, CJH.
here's CJH's channel if you want to check him out.
Yeah, he's killing it with the content. I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah. I love this trippy red song. Okay.
CJH.
I was
Open
down.
to the topic.
Gold. Yeah.
I was dancing, bro. I was like,
Max
yeah,
is the CJH exposed. Uh-oh.
Get it.
Oh, Cal, be nice, man. Cal, I
Just
love you,
throw-
Cal, but yeah. All right. Oh, wow. Pumpkinhead.
This looks like the Halloween 3 one.
Yeah, awesome, awesome.
Very creepy. Love
Very
it.
creepy. Very creepy.
Love it. Just stare. Just sit there and stare the whole time.
Okay. It's hard to breathe in any of these masks. This is why I always. This is what people ask. Why do I do the Dr. Doom? It's the easiest to breathe and talk.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
to drink. I
can't
love.
breathe in this
I'm gonna do a
thing.
compilation of every time you sip on your little tea with a little straw.
Mhm.
I love that.
Halloween 3 Season the Witch classic.
Yeah, that's what that mask reminded me of.
All right.
That's what it
Oh, I
is.
got a new-
That's a Halloween 3 mask.
Got me a new cooler cup, man. Bigger.
Yeah.
Has its own straw. Holy shnikes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the official mask. Cool.
Yeah, it's got the silver shamrock on it.
Oh yeah. That theme
Oh,
song.
I we've already moved past this. I had an article up that I was going to examine at the beginning topic, but I'm not going to cover it now.
That's okay.
9 reasons Shazam failed. I just wanted to see what else they have to say in there, but I don't want to do that now. All right. We'll do Star Trek, but this is we got to talk about make Marvel male again.
Why? Why?
Make Marvel male again. Because this is an update. We got an
Oh.
update from my good friend Nerdette, who did the research. She did the
got the
research.
numbers.
This isn't a video. This is just her research on her channel. Let me see if I can make this
Got
bigger. here.
Top people on it.
All right, so this just exposes the people that are behind the Make Marvel Male Again campaign, that they're full of shit. That's all.
I mean,
Look at Make Marvel Male Again. Am I right? Laughed my ass off. Male led 2008 to 2022. Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor Dark World, Captain, it goes on and on and on and on and on. And then the female led Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, WandaVision, Miss
Who's
Marvel,
F?
She-Hulk.
Who's F? I don't know that character.
I don't know. F. Wakanda.
You-
Oh,
you
Wakanda
think-
Forever. Forever is just cut off. That wasn't even. They don't even have 7.
Yeah,
I'm
There's
an-
6. There's 6 female-led projects.
I'm an idiot.
But make Marvel male again. What's your response?
Does anyone else find it odd that these guys are really, really homophobic and yet they don't want to see women either? It's a little
that they
conflicted,
don't want
isn't it?
It's
like
it's odd. It's odd.
You know,
that
like
they-
I would think that a straight
they
man
own-
would want to see more women on screen, but they don't, and yet they don't like.
Those are Crazy Joe's thoughts, not mine. But yes, I understand.
Seems like a conflict.
I understand your point. I have no problem seeing ladies in tights, like because they have Friday night tights. That just
in the
wanna see men in
words
tights,
of
you know?
in the
Good for
words of
you,
Adam
Max.
Sandler, this leads me to believe that they are either A, gay themselves, or B, not straight.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
Is
just
that
saying.
a Chuck and Larry joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from one of his comedy albums.
But what do we now that we've seen the facts by Nerdette, and I think I have to thumbs this up. Yeah. There's this hashtag. Can it be dead already now? You know. Can it be dead? Because there's no reason to make it is male. There's no reason to make it male again. It's male.
You got to listen to their arguments, Max. What they will say to this is, well, the problem is they're taking over the male lead.
No, they're not.
Movies.
That's
what they're going to say, though. I'm just telling you what they're going to say.
There's no call until the
They're
column.
going to say that Wanda took over Doctor Strange's multiverse. They're going to say that
that's the fear mongering. They
Yeah.
want to introduce progressive ideas and women characters and the scales of tip, then you can't even get a male project. No, it's not true.
No,
That's
I'm kind of with Joe. It's like I don't like. I grew up watching like back in the day, like the Hong Kong Gun Girls series from the late '80s to '90s. Like this whole idea of like, well, more women, yeah, that kicks ass. Like politics or not, it's like I don't know. Like that's cool as shit to me. I don't understand.
Yeah, I have
More girls, yeah, more girls, more guys, more everything. More content, basically.
More. Let's
Just
go.
more.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it. I mean, I'm not one that says you don't have to watch it with some sass or anything like that. I'm just like, if you don't watch the female-led stuff and you watch the male stuff, you still have a lot of content there. So that's all. That wasn't a huge topic, but
I mean, of course, it's gonna be more. I mean, Marvel makes a lot of male characters movies. I'm not surprised. I don't. These I don't know what these guys are watching nowadays.
And yeah, and I'm sorry, but after Phase 4, like Wanda is the most interesting character living right now in the current Marvel stage, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, it's kind of dead now, but you know.
Well, thank you. That was the Make Marvel Male Again Nerdrotic hashtag. There's so many hashtags on the internet right now. I think that one's full of shit. There's no substance.
It was always.
There's no reason to make it male again when it's already it's there already.
It was always full of shit.
It's just fear mongering. Okay. Oh shoot. Let's get to Star Trek now. Now, if I missed anything, I went to StarTrek.com. Let me see. There's not really any announcements.
No, they didn't really do any announcements this year, which is it's okay. I think Star Trek Day they might put some solid stuff out there. So fingers crossed for some Star Trek Legacy action.
What is it? Okay. Star Trek fans give hope. First Contact Day 2023. Fans react.
Hey, Chevy, what's up, man?
Any of you guys played the Star Trek MMO? That was like one of my favorite MMOs back in the day.
I have it on every console and the PC. I love Star Trek Online.
Oh wait, well, let's watch this. I like. Can I watch this? Hold on. Is it? What is this site doing? This site sucks. I'm sorry. It's like press the video. I pressed the video and it didn't do anything. What the hell?
Beam the video in.
What the heck, man?
No worries.
I want to watch it. It's 2 minutes 50.
Joe, your thoughts on since you reminded me today, it was First Contact Day. Your thoughts on the movie, man?
On the movie First Contact?
Oh, absolutely. Not the one with Matthew McConaughey and oh, that was Contact. Never mind.
I'm gonna have to look on YouTube because this isn't working.
First Contact, easily the best of the Next Generation movies. I love that movie. Fantastic, beautiful Jerry Goldsmith score. It's very rewatchable. In fact, just today, I picked up the 4K disc. The Next
Nice.
Generation movies just came out on 4K, and
Nice.
I picked them up. So yeah,
I'm gonna have to spring out.
I
and get
want to
those.
watch this video and I can't find it. If anyone can find it, send it to me because I can't find it on YouTube either.
I actually have a very fond memory of First Contact because I saw that with my grandmother, who's passed. When it first came out in the theater, she was a Cuban immigrant, did not speak any English, and we saw that movie and she actually enjoyed it. And I was very surprised because it's a Star Trek movie. She knows nothing of the series, nothing from that, and yeah, I have fond memories of that, watching that with her.
Oh, that's nice, man.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
you know how you said you didn't want to see Max without his mask off?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
I looked at your IMDb page and I'm almost bad now that I have a face instead of just a talking dinosaur.
That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine, Max. That's fine. When we do our special, I have like pictures. It's going to show you
Okay.
and stuff. So
I mean, he told us what episode he directed.
Yeah,
Anybody can go find the.
yeah, it's all good. It's all
Okay.
good.
All right. Larry Korkwitz, $5. Thank you for the support, Larry. Speaking of masks, have you guys seen Frank? It's Michael Fassbender playing an eccentric band leader, and he wears a paper mache head for 90% of it. That sounds interesting. No, Larry, I like Fassbender. I would check
heard of
that out.
that.
Never watched that. Never heard of it before.
Frank?
Interesting.
Yeah, I've heard of that movie. I've seen it in the Dollar Tree a lot. It's one of those titles that's always in Dollar Tree, but I've never watched it.
It's gotten hot in my house. Holy shirt. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Holy
Hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But no, for me, I saw First Contact the Saturday after it came out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be watching it tonight in about an hour and a half. And then I'm going to hopefully stay awake through the movie into the episode of Picard that comes out at midnight. So if anyone wishes to join me, you're more than welcome. I'll put the link in later, but that should be kind of fun. I do it every year. So it's a fun thing to do.
And do you consider like the movies, because the movies always get a lot of like crap that they don't feel like the show, except for Insurrection, but like for First Contact specifically, I think it's a really good movie, but it still gets that critique that it doesn't feel like the show. How do you feel about that?
Well, it is very action movie. I kind of agree with the Red Letter Media take, where it's kind of like they turned Picard into an action star in the movies.
Sure.
And it kind of goes away from what the show was. But if you think about it, though, so did the original series movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, starting with Wrath of Khan onward, they seriously diverted from what the original series was. I mean, there were still elements there, but
I'm
for
back.
the most
Sorry.
part, it diverted. So
So,
I don't know.
In your opinion, which is the worst Star Trek movie ever?
It's a toss-up between Star Trek V and Insurrection, probably. I don't know.
I would
Star Trek 5. That's Generations, right? That's the one where they all meet.
No, 5 was the Final Frontier. I actually got to disagree with Brian. I think 5's an underrated film. I think the two worst are Nemesis and Into Darkness. Nemesis and Into Darkness drive me crazy.
I want to watch Into Darkness without comparing it to Wrath of Khan and just enjoying it. Like, I think that was part of my problem. If I just go and watch it and don't think about that, it's hard not to. But
the visuals are too good. I love it. The visuals are just too good in that one.
To me, the problem with Into Darkness is they managed to tell a completely original story about Khan that was not just a remake of Space Seed and not just a remake of Wrath of Khan until the last 20 minutes. And then the last 20 minutes, they copied Wrath of Khan. And I'm like, you were telling an original. I was
so pissed.
Yeah, it's like you were telling an original story up until the last 20 minutes. Why did you have to go off the rails like that?
Yeah. I agree. I haven't watched it in a while. Hey, Brian Zeverfet's in the chat. Hey, Ryan.
JJ did something very smart in Into Darkness that I wish more filmmakers would do, which is when he would do the heavy special effects shots that would take place during the day, he would film it outside in the parking lot during the day. He wouldn't go into a lot where the lighting and all that. That's where you get that sort of prequel feel when it comes to green screen. So you'll notice like that amazing chase. I think it's a great chase with Spock versus Khan in the city. Like it feels so grounded and real, and the lighting is great because he actually filmed it outside. I wish more filmmakers did that instead of going into warehouses with green screens.
Larry Corkwitz also gives $2. I highly recommend Frank. You guys will love it. I'm going to look into it, Larry. I will. I didn't even see the trailer for it or nothing. It's like completely fresh to me. I like Fassbender then.
Got to respond to Rhea here. Not only have I seen it, I actually own the DVD.
Some people say, "What's
based?"
That? Here comes Pat. Oh, I love that.
I'm gonna find that 4K for you.
4K if it's Pat.
Have you seen Stewart Saves His Family?
Oh yes. Yes.
That was another one.
My favorite movie. My favorite movie based on a Saturday Night Live skit is without question The Ladies' Man. I love the.
Oh, did you think that when you saw Tim Meadows and?
Oh yeah. I called my friend Dave on the phone. I'm like, yeah, hi, is this Grief Cogger? This is The Ladies' Man.
Well, yes. Here's what I do, because I actually don't just do the first results on YouTube. I go through the search filters. I did first contact day and I put for today. So here's all the videos. I'm actually going to sub to these people, some of these people, and try to contact them. Trek Family TV with the Star Trek family. This guy looks fun. Big Paulie. He's like super excited about. Does anyone know this guy?
No, but I look at him, man. He looks like a good time.
I'm gonna contact. Like
I want to hang out with this dude.
No, I want to look. My complete stuff. He's like all in on Trek Day. Hey, I'm gonna contact Big Paulie. Let me sub to him. I'm like, man, this is the first guy. I'm not making fun of the dude. This is the first time I see the thumbnail match the excitement in the video, because I'm looking like there's the thumbnail and he's like, they still,
it transitioned. It was a flawless transition.
Yes, it was like, it's not just a hyperbolic thumbnail. Like, I'm so excited. He's like actually excited.
It was like an Edgar Wright cut. It was like perfect.
Would it be? I don't want to. Look, can I watch just a few seconds of this guy? I want to see.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what this guy's like. I'm trying to find Star Trek content.
Hi everyone, Big Paulie back for a brand new video.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
Today is First Contact Day.
You need a guy with an accent as a team.
This day, April
the
5th in 2063. I know we're not there yet. Humans made contact with Vulcans for the first time, and thus became Star Trek First Contact Day. And we're going to kick off today's Trek activities.
He did it better than I did.
Complete Blu-ray haul of everything I have Star Trek.
Oh, this guy seems fun. I want to.
I see a Ray in the background. I like him.
Yeah, I like I was thinking that too. The fact that he has Ray on the background tells me that he's not one of those woke guys. Nope, woke. Not watching it.
Love to talk to you. So, like, people think I'm creepy for doing this, but this is how I met most of my friends online.
Yeah. Just be careful doing that with girls or women channels.
No, I didn't.
I do have to. I have to correct Cyber Siles here. Hey, you guys is not actually a quote from Sloth from the Goonies, because in the Goonies, Sloth was quoting the TV series, The Electric Company. It's actually Rita Moreno on The Electric Company.
This is the guy's channel. He seems like a lot of fun. I want to talk to him. I know Brian. Brian would be pretty cool to talk to him. Yeah. He's really excited on YouTube of First Contact. There's not a lot of videos for First Contact Day for today, I gotta admit.
I know one you will find is a review of Center Seat.
Center Seat. Oh yeah, is that yours?
Yeah, no, I posted that.
I think yours came up too. I was trying to. Okay. Anything else Star Trek that I could talk about? I'm struggling. I'm trying.
No,
trying.
I mean it's cool. I mean we don't have to go on about it.
What's everyone think of the Academy series? Because we got confirmation this week there's going to be an Academy series.
If they put it in the proper time period, I have no problem with it.
Which time period would you say?
I want the Next Generation era.
See, I'm hoping 32nd century. I want it to be a Discovery sequel.
No.
Yeah. See, we definitely need a spinoff in that century though, because we gotta, so I don't know. I'm hoping 32nd century with Tilly as one of the teachers.
Yeah.
You know what
Probably
would be
what's gonna
cool?
happen, but
This would be before the Enterprise era.
Before the Enterprise era.
Before.
Okay.
Enterprise.
That'd be kind of interesting.
I want the teen trashiest thing possible. I want like a Riverdale style, that with the Starfleet uniforms. That would be so much fun. Just go for it. Get a different, completely different demographic into Star Trek. Let's go.
Go for it.
There you go.
All right.
It worked with the JJ movie, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I got into it. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. And then did you know Quentin Tarantino named that his favorite movie of 2009? Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. I loved it. I mean, like I always say, it's just Star Trek if Star Trek was a snow globe, all the snow had settled, and then JJ kind of went.
Yeah.
It was a dead franchise. Yeah.
It was.
I think maybe if they didn't like go so hard with the other ones afterwards, maybe if they like sort of settled a little more and it's not as frantic, I think maybe people would have been more appreciative of that first one.
Well, I think the best of the three is Beyond. I think Star Trek Beyond is easily the best of the three, but the problem is so many people were burnt by Into Darkness that they didn't go see Beyond.
That's what happened with me.
Yeah. I'm sort of with you. I think the first 10 minutes of Beyond are the best out of all three, for sure.
Beyond definitely felt the most like the original series because it was the first one getting into the 5-year mission. The first two were kind of like, oh, we're about to go on our 5-year mission. Then the third one was like, nope, this is it. This is the
we're in it, baby.
The original series would look like with a big budget.
Let me see what else I have here. I have we could talk a little bit Star Wars. Who saw the most recent episode? I have to say my least favorite episode of the season. I didn't ruin anything for me. Just like, okay.
I have not watched it, so I don't know.
I really enjoyed it, especially I don't know if it's considered a spoiler, so I won't say it, but the two,
I don't care
the two
about
big
spoilers.
guest stars.
I loved it.
I don't think that's too big of a. You could say what's guest stars. That's not a big deal.
Oh yeah, well, Jack Black and Christopher Lloyd were both on it. And
what?
I thought you were talking about Lizzo.
What?
Who?
Lizzo? He doesn't know that guest star.
Who's that?
She's a singer.
Okay.
Current.
That
Very
was the
popular right now.
Duchess.
What role did she play on the show?
She was the Duchess.
Oh,
So
okay.
technically, that was the first time we saw a YouTuber on Star Wars.
Who?
Because Jack Black is a YouTuber.
They haven't gotten Soldier Boy yet? Damn.
You didn't know that?
Well, yeah, I know he's a YouTuber, but he's
It just reminded me of Tenacious D. There's a song called City Hall.
Very mid.
And they talk about what it would be like if they were in charge.
Yeah.
We'll travel in tubes. Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Well, the
tubes.
world is like the droids do everything for them, and they're kind of like Wall-E people. Like they just walk around having fun. Well, at least they walk. They're not they're not exactly like Wall-E people. They're not like dragged in carts that they don't really do anything, and the droids do everything for them. It was kind of,
I
it
mean,
could
honestly,
happen.
dude, if that was a gripe, I mean, I guess go for it. But I liked it, man. It was
I
good.
thought it was
don't
one
have
of the
no
best
issues.
ones of the season, actually.
And I love like the end bit where
I'm not hating. Listen, Cal, I liked every episode.
Stop hating.
Yes. I'm not hating. This is where
He's
you
going
can't even
back
say
into
you're
his Kathleen Kennedy.
No,
beat.
it's not
It's not.
dumpster fire. It's
It's
above
not
mid.
hating
It's
if
just
it's
like
not
I'm just
hating if
kidding,
you.
it wasn't
if
very
you-
exciting. That's
They're
all.
not like one episode. It's not hating.
Mando has been fun for the last years, but I get the criticism feeling disjointed because each episode feels isolated. I dig it though. Yeah. Two Mandos fight. Also, the the dark saber. Without getting into spoilers, the dark saber plot point in this episode, I was very disappointed by.
So what? Oh,
Yes.
Get out.
Yes. I'm like, really?
Are you going
really?
full Josh from Den of Nerds on this one?
No, I'm not. I'm
Yes.
gonna. I don't know. Who
Go
here
ahead.
doesn't want to hear the spoiler?
Explain.
I
Go ahead.
I was very, very disappointed with the dark saber arc in Bo-Katan. Very anticlimactic. It was feeling it was being built up this whole season, and then they basically did. Well, isn't it kind of yours already? And I was like, really? That's what we've been building up for this whole season? For her to take it?
It's come out one time, and she was the one that used it.
I know it makes sense, but it's not. Come on. It's the easy way to go out until I wanted to see a big epic sequence for her to regain the Darksaber. Now, if they were going to do that, when she saved Din Djarin's life, I think it would have been better if they were going to go that route, that they should have said, no, you keep it. You saved my life. I already lost it to the beast or whatever that creature was. But the way it was done, it was like, oh, come on. That was kind of like a cop-out to me.
That was good enough.
It was not good enough. You hear what you're saying?
I didn't, dude. I did not mind it at all. I saw it coming. I mean, if you didn't see it coming, then you haven't been paying attention this year.
No, yeah, but
I got so excited
I
got so excited in the droid bar.
What's that?
When they went to the droid bar, I got so excited when they showed the table of Rexes from Star Tours. I'm like,
that was
it's Rex.
that was another thing I did not like about this episode. The droids were like, oh yeah, we kind of like being slaves. We're happy with our captors. I'm like, oh my dear Lord. Otherwise, they just get rid of us. That was a weird freaking message. It was like the complete opposite of L3 and Solo, where L3 is like, droid rights. Now they're like, well, we kind of like droid slavery because at least you don't kill us. Am I wrong? Did I miss something there? That's basically what they did. Well, you're not going to decommission us, so we like being your slaves.
That might be the point, though. That's a sadder fate. And they could be setting up for something. Maybe that Han Solo droid.
Also, they've always been weird.
That's
with
another
droids.
one I was like, oh, facepalm. I'm like, really?
Star Wars has always been weird with droids, though, because it's like, yeah, R2 and 3PO have a lot of personality, but they've never done like the data thing where they explore like, are they alive or are they hardware? It's like, what are they? Like Star Wars has never really, that was the only time they've ever really broached it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird how everyone treated it. It wasn't until Luke was the only one that really talked to C-3PO and R2-D2. Everyone else treated them like basic like robots and any other sci-fi. It was like Luke that would actually talk to them, and tell them his problems and all that stuff.
But Cal, you don't have to kill each other to gain control of the Darksaber. You just have to win a fight. You just have to submit or have a battle. And that could have been cool. That's all. I was just disappointed by it, and that made me cringe when the droids were like, well, you have to do every your whim because you don't kill us. I was like, oh my dear Lord. Weird messaging. I mean, if you think am I wrong to think that way? Brian, what do you think? It's like,
Jimmy Sharon. I mean, it's cool.
Okay, let me push back. Is it weird messaging then when the bartender said, hey, those two droids aren't allowed, and Luke is like, yeah, get out of here, we don't want to cause any trouble, and he actually tells them to leave? Is that weird messaging?
Yes.
Rather than Luke? Yeah. So okay. So it's
That's
okay
pre-
for
that's-
stuff to have weird
that's-
messaging.
They were being prejudiced against droids.
And Luke
They
was
don't-
cool with
they-
it.
Yeah, you're right.
As a friend, he should have left with them and like, oh, I
He
will
was
not stay. He
very
should have found a
dismissive
soapbox.
towards-
He should have found a soapbox. Stand in it and
Mhm.
get all the aliens' attention.
And then
I hereby leave.
And then the usuals be like, "This is virtue signaling from Luke Skywalker."
But yeah, I kind of like
Well,
talk about this. It's
I mean,
okay to have like weird themes or like something
Yeah.
like testing your morals a little
It's
bit.
just like the
I'm glad that's
exact
coming back to
opposite
Star
of
Wars.
that, though. It's still message. It's like the droid things in Solo was dumb anyway. I mean, I actually think it's not dumb. The thought of droid rights, if it's not done in a cringe way, like that was like
It's a good idea.
that was one
if
of
you
the
do it
worst
right way.
parts of Solo to me.
Oh,
Worst parts of Solo.
I like that character. I like that droid.
L3 when
Yeah.
droids rights and then die. I mean,
I always thought it was
No,
weird
that's
though how
messaging.
like I always thought it was weird though like how, like all those fandom menace people would get upset because they'd be like, that
I-
movie said Han
I-
Solo has sex with droids, and it's like, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. She said he wanted her and she wasn't interested. You know?
I only get mad because I kind of wish it did.
I mean, I don't care. We might be heading that way in the future anyway. I don't. People are like, oh, yeah,
People have
Who
their
knows?
sex dolls now.
yeah, yeah. AI? Are you kidding me? When AI, you could give Chat GPT and stuff. I'm like, it's gonna get different in the future. We might be heading towards like Blade Runner, and I don't know, not like that intense, but no, droid rights I don't think is dumb. It's just then the execution was really. I didn't think that droid was charismatic at all. Like there's other droids like the one from that they introduced. BB-8 was fun in The Force Awakens, and then after that, I don't think they did anything good with BB-8. It was just kind of okay. They just bounced the ball around when the ship's flying around. It was like nothing really. What was done with BB-8 after The Force Awakens? Besides nothing really cool. And then
I enjoyed the scene in Canto Bight when they were putting the coins in. I'm thinking he was a
I thought
slot.
that was
Yeah.
pretty funny. Yeah.
yeah, you enjoyed Canto Bight. Oh my
He
god.
ran with the horses in the last one.
Yeah.
Or
And
rolled with the
then
horses.
the K2SO from Rogue One was a great droid. It was really
yeah.
really funny. Had good timing.
Shout out to the droid in Boba Fett, the train droid. That dude was like holding it down for a while when they were trying to heist the train.
You're
That
you're,
droid was
you're right.
cool as hell.
You're right, Voltaire. If droids were real, lots of people would be.
Especially
Yes.
that R2.
I do think
No.
more integration of droid free and existentialism will be cool. Yeah,
Photons
I'm
be
open
great.
I'm open to the idea. It's just the way it was executed in both Solo and this episode is like, okay, they're not doing great with the droid stories, in my opinion. They're kind of floundering. There's a better way to do this. I don't know what way it is, but it ain't this. This to me, in my opinion, that's all. It's just not. It's not working for me. And I'm open to these stories with droids, definitely. Okay, but let's get to the. That's my little mini spoiler review of that episode. Let me give it a score. I kind of reviewed somewhat to an extent.
So what would
I
you
would
give?
say-
You give it a 6 or 7 or 8 or 9?
6 out of 10.
It's not bad.
6 out of 10.
I haven't watched it, but I'm gonna check it out.
I wouldn't say a 5. I want to give it a 7, but I can't justify even a 7.
Is that
6
the
out of 10.
worst rated episode of the season so far?
For me, yeah.
What about of the whole series?
The whole series, I would say an 8 out of 10. There's been a couple of episodes that have floundered. I'd like to give it a 9, but it's not a slam dunk.
Right.
The cameos were pretty cool. Although these were my least favorite cameos from this episode. I like
we had Doc Brown there.
well, I mean, like having Zeb from Rebels, and what were some of the other ones? Oh, and having Ahmed Best as a new character.
Yeah.
Those were way more exciting than Jack Black, Lizzo.
See, I think the best guest star. I think the best
What?
guest star
What?
season has been the Ladies' Man.
What, Brian?
I see there is no pleasing you, sir.
I said they were more exciting than Jack Black, Lizzo, and Doc Brown. I like seeing him. I love Christopher Lloyd. It's just that the character was just kind of
I mean, what were you expecting?
I mean, when you
time.
All right, people don't like to compare. If you compare St. Christopher Lloyd and Zach Black with his weird beard and and they were kind of like character, they're just there for comedy, to Ahmed Best saving Grogu in a flashback, that is more legit. I am comparing the two.
It makes sense for the situation that they were in.
Your dogs disagree.
I am more excited by Christopher Lloyd than Ahmed Best, personally.
Okay. All right.
And he was a separatist.
Yeah.
He was an ist.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on.
He said Dooku was a visionary. Name dropping the count.
Yeah.
And as you've watched
Clone Wars,
you realize that a lot of these financier worlds of the Confederacy of international or independent systems. So you have the vestiges of that, and then they fed into the empire, and then of course the remainder of that. I saw somebody that said something perfect. It was like Epcot. That's what they made.
Yeah, my daughter said the same thing.
Yeah. So.
What do you mean they made Epcot? Wait, what do you mean by that?
The Dome City.
Oh, they made the Epcot Dome.
Yeah. And then the monorail. Or the tube technology.
Monorail.
Goddamn monorail. Oh,
Acolyte.
Yeah, Anthony. Star Wars The Acolyte Disney Plus show to get new announcements very soon. Hopefully, Star Wars Celebration is happening this week. Do you guys know that?
Oh man, wouldn't it be great if we got more Lando news? Because we got the a little bit of Lando buzz this week.
Yeah, I'm thinking Lando and Acolyte are very possible. Let's see what this says. A new Star Wars star shared when fans can expect news about Lucasfilm upcoming Sith series on Disney Plus.
Hell yeah.
Lucasfilm has a number of streaming shows in the works, such as Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, Andor Season 2, and The Acolyte.
Well, those shows are done already. Ahsoka, Skeleton. Endor's film is. I think Endor Season 2 is filming right now.
So the Acolyte, I think, was already filming.
Yes, it is filming too. Yeah, so yeah, those two are filming.
Slated to release in 2024, The Acolyte is a departure from its Star Wars Disney Plus counterparts. It's set in the final days of the High Republic with intentions of exploring the dark side of the Force.
I kind of pitched this.
I love that. I love that
pitched
plot
this?
right there.
I did. I had a meeting with Disney. It's not this, but my pitch was with my brother.
Hey, Ryan.
We were gonna do because you know how Star Wars is sort of based off World War II. Like at the end of World War II, there was a lot of when the Germans knew they were going to lose, they just started raiding their own like facilities and stuff like that. And I wanted our pitch was the Knights of Ren actually raiding Vader's castle to get what they can, every single thing, and then they get like this sort of like prophecy thing. Like it was going to be cool. We were pitching it more as a horror thing because that's our thing, but yeah, they didn't take it. But I'm glad that they're focusing on the Sith, because that was our thing. It's like we love that. We would love to focus on the Sith.
More dark
their
side,
religion.
please.
And the High Republic era.
I agree.
That's
good. Focus on that era.
Apart from casting outs, The Acolyte is currently as much of a mystery to audiences as the dark side is to its characters. However, according to the show's leading star, that's about to change. I also want a really dark side game. When to expect Star Wars The Acolyte announcements. On Instagram, The Acolyte's Amanda Sternberg not only posted photos of the Star Wars series cast, but also a hint about upcoming news. That's a very diverse cast. I'm very happy to see that.
I'm happy they're happy. They look all happy.
Woke. Some standouts too. Yeah, it is woke, and I love it. There is a market for woke. There is. Some people like supporting that. I like supporting that. Daphne Keane, I'm a huge fan of her from Logan, and then Dark Materials on HBO Max, but I never watched season 2. I got to finish season 2. In Sternberg's caption, she claims we'll be sharing more from The Acolyte very soon. Probably Star Wars Celebration. If they do not have Acolyte news at Star Wars Celebration, I'm going to be disappointed. You know, my Star Wars stunt family, the patience and love they have shown to me while I grow into a stunt actor has been immeasurable. We'll always be sharing. Immeasurable. We'll be sharing more about the Acolyte very soon. What happens to be very soon is Star Wars Celebration in London, which kicks off Friday, April 7th. So we're going to have to do coverage on that here. Definitely. Look out for that this weekend. Into the Max should be exciting this weekend, Brian. You know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Look out for what? You think they'll have a trailer or teaser for
talking
Acolyte?
Star Wars.
Some type of news from the
Probably a
Acolyte.
picture. Probably
Yeah.
a picture.
I would love a teaser.
Hey, Ryan, we got to get you on the show as well, Ryan. We'll talk about something soon. I know you like animation. I'm going to try to bring back that Saturday show about animation, Binge Buddies.
I would love a teaser.
But this should be an exciting week for Star Wars news. Anything would, I need it based on that last episode. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
How you really feel, Max?
I want to like it. I'll rewatch it. I'll probably rewatch the other episodes.
Like it. Yeah, don't.
I do. I do.
It's cool. High pitch talking.
Yeah. Your boy Ken Knapsack from Force Center is going to London for Celebration. All right, thanks, Cybercells. Evil Max. Star Wars has been doing good. Yeah, Ryan, we'll have to collab. I know you're really in the animation. We'll have to collab soon, man. I'll contact you on Discord.
As Guillermo del Toro said, animation is cinema.
As that one dude said, anime was a mistake.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I can get behind that.
No, all these anime haters.
Say that.
I
don't like
what?
anime, but I will not say that.
I
hate anime.
That's a meme. That's a meme. I'm joking. That's a meme.
Okay. All right. Well, since the Disney Plus series is in the midst of production, the Acolyte team should have plenty of details and updates to share with Star Wars audiences. It's also possible that attendees see a few new stills and even a possible teaser. I would love at least some stills of them in character to,
Yeah, I say stills and pictures will be fine.
Yeah. Perhaps the team's presence of Celebration will shed new light on the significance of Star Wars and Keen's comments to Sternberg's Instagram post as well. Overall, it sounds like the Acolyte and its cast have something in store this Friday at Star Wars Celebration. Really cool. I would love to go to a celebration someday.
I hope they announce the new 3 Star Wars movies they got.
This is the show. This is the show for me. Like I'm a Star Wars fan, and all the announcements, I wasn't really interested. I wasn't hating or anything. I was like, okay, Andor. I don't know why. So I ended up liking it. Obi-Wan. I'm glad people are happy. This is for me.
Acolyte. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing this.
All right,
I'm right there with you, man. I'm really looking forward to this show.
Let's do what most anticipated. What's your most anticipated Star Wars coming up? They have the Acolyte, they have Skeleton Crew, Andor Season 2, Ahsoka. What are you most intrigued by? Or potential for a new project like Solo? Go ahead, Anthony.
I would say Ahsoka. It's a sequel to Rebels. If you haven't watched Rebels, then go watch it before the shows come out. You understand what happened. Then I will go with the Acolytes. And then the Skeleton Crew with John Watts producing and directing.
That's my least anticipated, but I'm like the most open to them. Like I have no expectations for
Skeleton Crew, dude. The directors they're hiring for Skeleton Crew
they got
is
crazy
like
directors
it's
for
like
that.
Criterion
Yeah.
Collection. It's like the guys from Criterion Collection. They got the Daniels. They just got the guy that did Ghost Story, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like of all
They got
time.
the guy who did Beef, the Thunderbolt director, is doing that one.
Jesus, they're like
They got a
hiring
ton
like
of-
the best.
Yeah, John Watts got crazy power in Hollywood. And then, not for me, not Endor, because I don't care about the character whatsoever. Because we know he
fair.
dies.
Well, I want to see the stories with them, but yeah, I understand. No, you're not hurting my feelings. I just hope we get a conclusion to the whole arc.
I want a Lando show. Please give me a Lando show.
Yeah, that's what I would love as an announcement is that they
that's
are
good too.
actually pursuing Lando. The most excited, I have to say, it's got to be tied with, unless there's like a surprise new announcement like Lando. I think Lando, because we know we're getting Ahsoka. So I'm really excited for Ahsoka, but we know we're getting it. But I would put Lando above Ahsoka just because it's an unknown, even though there's hints. And then some cool info about the Acolyte. Those are my most three anticipated: is Ahsoka, the Acolyte, and a surprise announcement that I'm hoping is Lando, because that is the one thing that they haven't really resolved yet from Disney Star Wars.
It's a live action Clone Wars thing.
They don't really need to. They don't really need to package it as Clone Wars, because you're going to have Clone Wars. You know,
Max, did you give up on?
Back. You got Ewan back.
Interesting.
What were you going to say, Perp?
Max, did you give up on wanting a movie? Like, if they announce a movie, that's got to take precedent over everything, right?
I think movie announcements are a joke unless they actually say we're going into
production.
production.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
what if they already have a trailer? What if they already have a trailer?
Oh yeah, then I'll for real. Yes, then I'll get excited. But I doubt it. Yeah. We would have heard something from a movie being in production already. They don't have any. They're not, unless it's a secret.
All they need to do is just tell us what characters are going to be in the next movie, and stuff like that, and tell us what is the story about. That's it.
To me, Anthony, until they start filming, it's a joke to me.
Not even filming. They got to put stuff together, because sometimes films get canceled.
And then show us like art of the
unless
movie.
It's the Mace Windu movie, and then I'll be like, you better make this movie.
Yeah, that'll get made. That would get made.
Yeah, unless it's a.
That'd be interesting, actually. Mace.
Okay, thanks, Brian. Is gonna head out.
Why did you have to say that? Now
If
I want
it's
it.
a Mace
Damn it.
Windu movie that's set during the Clone Wars.
Well, what's your most anticipated, Crazy Joe, of the projects for Star Wars in the future?
Without question, absolutely without question, Lando. From the moment that was announced, when they had that investor call and they told the project's coming up, I knew people getting so excited about Obi-Wan, and I'm like, dude, I don't give a crap about Obi-Wan. She just said there's going to be a Lando show. Forget Obi-Wan. We're getting Lando, and still waiting for Lando. So Lando's my number one, and if I had to say a second place for me, it would be I hope we get word on the Taika Waititi movie.
Well, I want to see Crimson Dawn.
Rhea wants to see Mace Windu and Kelleran Beck as his Padawan. Ooh, that'd be cool. Make it so. Make it so.
Cool.
What did you say again, CJH?
I want to see Crimson Dawn appear in Lando.
Crimson Dawn and Lando. Okay. Cool.
What I really want is a movie or a TV series, some kind of project that takes place post Rise of Skywalker, because I feel like if the future of Star Wars needs to be in the future, because anything else is hitting existing continuity. So you have a continuity ceiling where you can't do certain things because it'll mess with what these guys did over here. Post Rise of Skywalker is the only time period where the sky's the limit. You can do anything, and you're not. You don't have a ceiling of, well, we run into what they're doing over there. It's wide open.
Well, that's where I suggested use the TV shows to tell the past stories, and the movies can be focused on post Rise of Skywalker.
I'm open to it. I'm just not excited about that time period yet.
Generations are used to Rey, Poe, and them. They love those characters. The younger generation.
I think the characters are good, but the story that got them there just doesn't excite me. I'm open to it. I would probably watch it.
I think the older generations don't like them, but the younger generations definitely do.
All right. Well, let's get to some more topics. Yeah. I have a few more topics, not too many. Okay. Anyone get their Guardians 3 tickets? Or anyone's gonna? Or who's planning on seeing it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Herb, are you interested or not interested?
Yeah, I'm interested. I don't go out to the movies much
Okay.
though in the theater since the COVID
Sure,
thing.
sure.
Everyone, the last I did see Avatar in the theaters. Everything else I just wait for digital for the most part. If this one gets like,
What about
I'm
No Way
talking
Home?
9. No, I did not see No Way Home in the theater. I was actually
damn,
avoiding
that was
the
a missed
internet.
opportunity.
I know. I did after I saw it on digital. I did go see like theater reactions, and I was totally like very regretful that I wasn't there for that. It seemed like a lot of fun, but yeah. I mean, if this one gets like 94%, and people are saying like, yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, I'll go to the theaters probably. I always plan on going to the theaters too. Like Wakanda Forever, I was planning on going, but then the reviews and people's reception kind of drove me out of that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to see this one in the theater. I don't go to the theater much myself, but for something like this, the number one gun hater on Movie Talk, Max, is going to go see Volume 3 opening weekend.
Why do you hate Gunn?
I don't. That's what people say about me.
Oh, then why do you hate him?
I don't. I'm critical of him.
Oh, stop
I
hating.
could watch James Gunn read the phone book at this point. I just have so much faith in him.
Yeah. Lloyd Kaufman in the background.
Marvel Studios is highlighting the main characters of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with a series of stunning new posters. So I want to take a look at these. Oh, I like this post. Oh, that's really cool. I like how it's got, Star-Lord.
It's got the Hellboy
Rocket.
glove.
I think this is going to be the Rocket movie, really. The other one's focused on Star-Lord a lot. And then what's the other character's name? Not Groot. I'm trying to not Drax. It's probably going to be a lot on Drax and Gamora. The Infinity Saga dealt with
that
Gamora.
Gamora one looks cool.
Yeah. I think this is going to have a lot. And Groot had sort of his arc of coming back, of being, reborn. I really think it's going to focus on Rocket and Drax.
Maybe. Yeah. Did you hear what Gunn said about the themes? Like the way he considers it, like the first one is about the mother, the second one's about the father, and this one's going to be about the self. So that sort of goes with Rocket, with the images we saw in the trailer as well. He's going to discover himself. In a way.
I think they're going to be doing a lot with Mantis this time too, because they did that whole story arc in the holiday special about revealing that she's the sister. So I think they're leading up to something there.
And Nebula also had a lot of story arc in the Infinity War saga. This is just James Gunn's brother, honestly. I don't think they're going to do much with. I'm not against that. I think it's fun that he's in there. I would cast.
He's just a fun character.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do a lot with this character though.
No. He's going to get great. He's going to have like 3 great jokes. Watch.
Cosmo.
What the
Gamora looks awesome.
Yeah, I like her hair in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit different.
Man, Zoe Saldana has got one of the highest box office track records of any actress in Hollywood.
Well, she's called her the sci-fi queen. That's
sci-fi queen. She is in.
Yeah.
She is in some of the top movies of all time. Avatar, Infinity War. Yeah.
Same game.
We're CJ. I don't know what's going on with your mic, man, but we can barely hear you. Okay. Well, they actually might make an appearance now on Mandalorian.
Looks like.
Oh, really?
From the Clone
Okay, I'm
Wars.
gonna definitely.
What is that? What is this?
The Star-Lord's helmet.
I know, but does that break your brain? Does that
looks like
make you think that it's from Clone Wars?
No,
looks like Doomcock's next door neighbor.
Looks like a BioShock video game, like one of those.
It looks cool. Looks cool.
Howard the Duck. I would love if Howard the Duck is in a movie. Yes, about him. I would love that.
Howard the Duck.
Yes.
Okay.
As a small cameo, I would love that.
All right. Well, so that's Guardians 3. I'm going to get my tickets right away. This I do not You pre-ordered them? Oh, you know what? Me and my wife were gonna order them, and then I couldn't. It was like late at night, and couldn't find the credit card. I was like, it's in my wallet. I'm like, we'll get it next time. So we actually did not get it. You know, so we have to get our tickets though. There's still a lot of time. All right, so let me see. Only like 3 more articles, and if anyone needs to, I value everyone's time that's part of the team. So whatever you need to do, you have my okay. But I did want to get.
Can I say something after the stream?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So DC Studios. I don't know what this is about. This is a surprise to me, and it might be like a nothing article. So let me bring this up. I hope it's not. DC Studios reboot just got its first new actor confirmed. I don't know what this is talking about.
I think I do.
The first actor joining James Gunn's new DCU who was not present in the previous universe has finally been confirmed. Okay. As Gunn sets course to conduct a soft reboot, we all know that. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I did hear about this.
Oh.
James Gunn, DCU finds first new actor.
James Gunn gets grilled.
Speaking to comicbook.com, the
You
MCU's
think he's either Deathstroke or Batman?
Not playing Deathstroke. He's cast in Crucial Commandos.
Oh, as
he's playing a character in Crucial Commandos.
As
No, not Rick Flag father. He's not playing Rick Flag father.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Rick Flag's father.
That would be probably Ron. Yeah, Ron, because he was at one of the premieres of DC movies.
Yeah. I'm not like a huge fan of this actor, but I'm happy he's got the opportunity. He'd be making the jump to DC Studios, making the first actor not returning from a prior role. Grillo shared that after being left disappointed by his role in Captain America's villain in the MCU, he decided to give the comic movie genre another shot, this time at DC. I think there was more meat on the bone with Crossbones at Marvel. I was disappointed, which is why I went over to. What do we think about him giving shade, though? Like, can't he just say, I'm happy to have another thing without saying the shade? I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, he died.
I care.
He was okay. I mean, he was okay.
I
with
mean,
those
Marvel
movies.
did shaft the character, so yeah.
He was okay in those movies. I enjoy his character for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So
wish we got more.
Do I wish we got more of the character? Yeah, but I mean, hey, at least he's doing a project with DC.
Yeah. What do you think, Crazy Joe? I'm excited for him to get another opportunity. What do you think about him throwing not like super shade, but he's like, I was just disappointed.
I don't know. No, I don't really have much of an opinion. I don't know why he was disappointed. I thought he was fine in Captain America.
Well, Crossbones there wasn't a lot of character there. I think they were building him up a little bit in Winter Soldier, and then by the time Civil War, he was just in the beginning of the movie.
He did make a cameo in like the time travel shit in Endgame.
So they were building. I mean, there was a little bit more of a build up. And is that fair?
Oh, yeah,
is there anyone that watched the Captain America?
Oh, and
movies?
he did come back in What If, but yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You think you saying it's Frankenstein? That would be cool.
He's probably playing the fire guy with the metal.
Yeah. Do you see? Did you watch all the Captain America movies, Perp?
Yeah, love them.
Okay. Do you kind of see that he was kind of shortchanged after Winter Soldier and then the Civil War is like just at the beginning?
I mean, maybe it could be a case that they promised him a little more or something, and then something happened,
then things
and they
changed.
have to rewrite it. Things changed. This
right.
happens like
the
that.
focus because they weren't originally going to do Civil War. I do know that from Feige.
Yeah.
They weren't originally going to do Civil War. I actually think there's some credibility to they decided to do Civil War after they heard Batman v Superman was going to happen. And to a lot of people, they did. It's not that it's the exact same story, but a lot of people, the Civil War was more successful in BVS. Yeah. So it was kind of like some similar themes of heroes going against each other, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I also think him like throwing a little bit of shade is like, I think it's kind of on brand because he is like, tough guy. He does all those tough guy movies.
Yeah.
I see him in a lot of Bruce Willis stuff. So, it's kind of within that scope that I could see him because it's not, he wasn't like offensive or anything. He's like, yeah, I wish they did more with me. It's like, oh, that's kind of on brand with his, what he does,
All right. I'm happy for him though. I want some movement. The actor also commented several fire emojis under James Gunn post the Creature Commandos team artwork, perhaps teasing all that he may be. Was he even supposed to announce this? Was the other thing. I don't know if he was even supposed to.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, no. I mean, but
it's out already. So
yeah. Gorilla even teased that he may be working with Ron Perlman. Yeah, I could easily see him in Creature Commandos, and Bruce for saying Frankenstein. My thoughts would be that he was the father of that other character, but yeah, Frankenstein.
No, I think that's gonna be played by Ron.
Rick Flag Senior. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be played by Ron.
Who is Ron?
Weasley.
Ron
DeSantis?
Weasley.
No,
Ron
Weasley.
Okay. Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, the available characters: Rick Flag Senior, Dr. Phosphorus, Eric Frankenstein, and GI Robot. Looking at the bunch, Flag Senior, the father of Joel Kinnaman's Suicide Squad character, seems most likely. They are expected to cross over in live action. I hope that happens.
That's what I'm talking about. Ron Perlman.
Yeah. Gorilla isn't the only Marvel character. Yeah. That's great. I honestly don't think he was supposed to say anything, but I don't think it's a big deal either.
Pretty big. I mean, it's an animated project. Well, he's going to play the character in live action, but
right.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
So I'm excited for it. Good for him. I would like to see it. That's all I have really to say about that. I just hope everything comes together. I think there's so much up in the air that things could change, and Warner Bros. Discovery does need to become profitable again. Besides just cutting costs, they also need to be profitable too. I have 3 more articles. 3 more articles just to give everyone a heads up. I'll try to do them faster here.
I might go.
Okay. But you don't want to stay for this one? Anthony, before you go? Community Donald Glover confirms that he will appear in the movie. That's all I have to say about it.
I mean, of course. Like,
That's good
what
news.
Yeah.
I never finished Community. Does anyone like this show?
Oh my God! It is the greatest sitcom of all time. I never thought there would be I never thought there would be a better sitcom than Cheers, but Community proved me wrong. It is
better than Cheers.
Oh my God! It's so fantastic. I got the whole series on Blu-ray. I love this show. But yeah, there was question as to whether or not he'd be on it because he left the show in early season 5. He was not in the bulk of the last 2 seasons. My question is, I'm just wondering if Keith David's going to be on the show or in the movie because Keith David was added in the final season and he was great. I hope he's in the movie.
I think everybody's coming back.
I think everyone's coming back.
Yeah, I think they're a fan. They love the movie. The fans love the Community and stuff like that. So yeah,
but this is confirmed, or is this like he's talking?
Yes. No.
All right.
Yes.
Between this and a lot of Donald Glover stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what he said in the article was that he's getting ready to shoot the Community movie, but he hasn't seen the script yet. But he said he's getting ready to do it. So,
but he got paid. Yeah. Okay. Because I was wondering if he's like negotiating for something because he's in a lot of news where he's like, maybe I'll get in. Maybe trying to get that paycheck.
Thanks to Laudia. Have a good night, man. Yeah.
Okay. But if this is confirmed, that's good.
That's great. I mean, I only watched a season or 2.
Damn. Well, keep watching it. Well,
it's a great show except for the gas leak here. But even the gas leak year, we wouldn't have had season 5 and 6 if it weren't for the gas leak year. So,
yeah. All right. this next one is I'm excited about. All right, see you, Anthony.
Bye.
I'm really. Who here saw the Secret Invasion trailer?
Yeah.
Looks really good.
I saw it. Looks mature.
Yes, it looks like a different vibe. It sort of seems like that Captain America's.
Yeah, they want that Winter
type of-
Soldier.
yeah,
that's
Winter
still
Soldier.
that's still so many people's favorite like Marvel movie, Winter. So they clearly want to
So
keep that audience.
here's just some character profiles that I want to, or pictures, posters that I'm going to look at. It's from this article here. The cast announced 14 main actors confirmed. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad that is this already done? I don't know. Filming. I think it's coming out this year, right?
Yeah.
May. Isn't it May or June?
Oh,
I
that's
thought it was
great.
like July or something.
Nick Fury may be the face of Secret Invasion, but Marvel Studios' next Disney Plus series features an ensemble of characters, both old and new to the MCU, with this threat of an espionage thriller. Eminent Skrull invasion, that excites me. Marvel Studios labeled Secret Invasion as the MCU's first Disney Plus crossover event. Oh, wow. So there's going to be a lot of crossover. That's
They need to
great.
promote that harder. I
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, I mean, just like DC, the Arrowverse, they did crossover stuff. I'm assuming if they use that type
Okay.
of verbiage, that it's going to be like that.
What does this
June
mean?
21st.
Crossover
I don't
event.
know.
So Hawkeye's gonna be in it? Like what?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't know. Well, here's the main character breakdown, confirmed cast. So if it's a crossover event, there's going to probably be lots of cameos, is what I'm thinking. Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury, obviously. Ben
Really?
Mendelsohn, Talos. That's another. He's continuation from Captain Marvel character.
Underrated actor.
Kobe Smulders, How I Met Your Mother. You know, Martin Freeman. These are some of the. These are some of the best actors in the MCU too. Honestly, I don't.
This
Kingsley
guy looks
Ben.
familiar.
Graphic.
He looks familiar.
Amelia Clark.
Yeah.
Olivia Colman.
Oh yeah,
Academy
she's
Award
in
winner.
Hot Fuzz. She's in Hot Fuzz. She's funny in that.
Don Cheadle. James Rhodey Rhodes. So this might
Emmy
lead right
nominated Don
into
Cheadle.
this might lead right into Armor Wars. No, I didn't notice the Super Scroll in the trailer. I gotta watch that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do some trailer reactions after the stream tonight and release them and do it on that. When am I seeing Mario? I don't know.
First Contact?
What's that?
Are we gonna do First Contact?
I think Brian kind of I think he was planning to, but he left. Maybe because his back or some,
He saw Insurrections and fell asleep.
I'll contact him again to see when we could do it. I can't watch a whole movie tonight. I know that. I could probably watch Picard, but I definitely want to watch Star Trek. Hey, Sickness, thanks for joining us.
Get down with the sickness.
Yes, get down with the sickness. Dermot Mulroney, United States President Ritson.
Cool. I've seen this guy. He's been in a bunch of indie
Yeah.
movies. I'm glad.
He was just
okay.
he was just in Scream 6.
I saw him in Blazing World. That was good.
Charlene Woodard, Priscilla Fury. Ooh. Nick Fury's
Oh,
wife.
Oh damn.
Damn, we're gonna meet Mrs. Fury.
Yeah.
Finally.
Killian Scott. Samuel Adewunmi.
Where's
I have
that
no
from?
idea. I have
What-
no idea.
What shot is that from?
I don't know. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't know. they're
That's
just
Sucker
using-
Punch too?
Shooter McGavin.
Little known as The Last Tree and Angela Blackstar is confirmed to appear in Secret Invasion. I don't know. Okay. Christopher McDonald.
Oh my god, shoot.
Happy
Yo, that's
Gilmore.
what you meant. Shooter McGavin. Oh my god.
Yeah. Katie Finneran?
Is that Amy Schumer? What?
Shut up, Axel. I don't
Hell.
know. I don't know who she is. June
Neither.
21st. I'm really looking forward to this series, definitely. Strong cast, and I like that they saying crossover event, and I'm really
But we don't know what that means.
It means that it's going to be more stakes, I think, and more cameos and more impact on the MCU and the show.
They need to make that clear.
Yeah, that's what I think it means. I'll be honest with you. I think Don Cheadle is an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's good.
And I do think as Rhodey, he's kind of been phoning it in for a while. He's not bad or anything.
He was nominated. He was in 3 minutes of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and he got nominated for an Emmy.
I just don't see, like, his other roles that he does amazing in. I just don't see it here. Okay, check my DM. All right, hold on.
I got it right.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely cover that, Brucifer. Awesome news, but it's not much of a secret. I love Don Cheadle. It's just as this character, I haven't felt it yet, you know. And I think this Armor Wars.
I think we'll see him.
That's why I'm excited about it. Yeah.
I think we'll see him like do more in like Armor Wars because that's
why I'm excited for him to be in this too, Secret Invasion, and then leading into Armor Wars is now a movie instead of just a series. So that's who I'm most excited to see time to shine. Just like Samuel L. Jackson has been great as Nick Fury, but this is even more so than Captain Marvel. This is his time to shine. He's front and center, and I really am hoping that War Machine and Rhodey gets elevated to the point where, not exactly where Tony Stark was, but close to it. You know what I mean? As a character, have his storylines that impactful to the whole universe. I liked Terrence Howard as War Machine, as Rhodey in the first Iron Man. I really did. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Next time, baby.
All right. Turns out there was never a next time.
Okay, so this is just a small bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender news about the new animated series.
Oh.
This is just an image that was showed on Avatar News. Interesting character. Let me bring it up here. First official first look at Pirate Queen Tagaka from Avatar Studios.
Someone just fart.
Did someone what?
No, nothing.
No,
What?
I didn't.
I'll check in the replay.
I think the Raptor did.
Hey, I actually found I saw
He
an
who
interesting-
smelt it dealt it.
Dealt
No,
it.
no.
I didn't smell it. I heard
he
it.
who heard it dealt it.
Hey, I saw an actually interesting tweet I did not disagree with. Someone said that Avatar: The Last Airbender has the best and most logical and consistent magic system in fiction entertainment. What do you think of that?
I can agree with that. I wouldn't dive into that deeper, but I do think if they do it right, it's the younger generation Star Wars. I think it can be on that level.
Beautiful show.
It is. It's really good, and that's where Dave Filoni started. You know.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Which show?
Did you ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender, Crazy Joe?
Oh no, I thought it was
amazing.
I don't like anime, and I know it's not technically anime, but it looks too much like anime for my tastes.
You are not allowed back on the show until you watch the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, I can't do it.
You can't
It's
be on the
really,
show
it's
anymore?
really good.
Oh.
I'm not into that stuff here, and I some episodes left me crying. It's a beautiful show. It's a great show.
Here's the thing: when it comes to anime, I like the concept of it. I would love to make my own anime someday, but I cannot watch anime other than like
There's
Death
some good
Note.
ones. Yeah, Death Note. Anything past episode 24 of Death Note is garbage, though. Just
I know about the Cabbage Man. That's about all I know. I know there's a Cabbage Man and his cabbage gets knocked over.
watch. It's a movie too, so it's very, very like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue,
Axel, what do
great
you
anime.
have you watched Avatar? Do you like Avatar?
No, I haven't actually seen it.
It's really good. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I actually got into Avatar because I saw M. Night's movie first, and I was like,
Yeah.
this ain't that bad. And then I saw the show, and I was like, ho 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 ho. ho.
You
The
saw
anime
why the
I
fans were
like is
upset.
Saki K.
But the show is
It's
show is
what?
phenomenal.
Saki K.
Saki K?
Yeah,
From the
SAIK. Wait, KEN. Oh,
I don't know what you're watching. I don't know. Okay.
Saki.
Well, this looks cool. I got to be real though. I'm more excited about the new live action on Netflix, even though this looks amazing. Legend of Korra was also great. I like that the character's name is she's a pirate queen, Tagaka, and it seems like she is from the Water Tribe. So I'm liking that.
We need more pirate queens.
Yes. Anime inspired. Right. All right. Shoo. Oh, we only have one article left. All right. This is a quick one.
The best one.
I don't know.
And then Max, I gotta show you here this video I made after the stream.
Outcome: Keanu Reeves and Jonah Hill team up for Apple's dark comedy about confronting past demons.
Okay.
Oh, they're in a movie together? Oh, that's cool.
Teaming up about a damaged Hollywood star confronting his inner demons. Is that a biography for?
Does he shoot him?
I don't know. Hill's outcome stars Reeves as Reeve, a damaged Hollywood star.
Brian's going to be alive in 30.
What?
Is that 30 seconds or something?
What?
Brian's going to be
Oh,
alive.
he is? Oh,
But I think
okay.
he still wants to do the watch party.
Oh, well, I'll have to message him and see if he's still doing it. Okay. I didn't know if he was still going to do it. Okay. All right. So according to Hollywood's Reporter, Hill's outcome star Reeves is a damaged Hollywood star who must dive into the dark depths of his past to confront his demons and make amends after he's extorted with a mysterious video clip from the past. Okay. I'm open to it. I don't have Apple Plus anymore, and I really enjoyed Apple Plus. I just didn't renew after my credit card expired. I'm paying down debt, and I was like, So I'm open to it though.
Sorry, Foundation.
Is that good?
Yeah.
That's one I signed up for. I never watched. I also want to watch Chernobyl on HBO Max after The Last of Us, how good it was, because they won awards for that. I want to see that. Dark Materials. I have so much to catch up on. All right, let's get to the mailbag, and then we'll see if Brian is still going to be doing that watch party or not. I could pop in for a little bit on it for sure, if he's still going to do it. I just can't watch the whole movie, and I've seen the First Contact a while ago. Oh, hold on. There's only 9 questions this time, so that's pretty good. Let's bring it up here. The mailbag, everyone. Everyone's low energy now. We're towards the end.
No, I got it.
I'm sleepy.
I got this, Max. Don't worry.
Okay. Quote of the day 89. Some people are meant to be with people, and others, like with pride and arrogance, are just different. It's interfere with a person's main task in life, becoming better, but not everything is a lesson. And sometimes weak people who cannot balance themselves sometimes always keep failing. Okay. Hey, Max, I hope you're having a great stream tonight. And I was wondering, have you seen the Barbie trailer? Personally, I actually like it. It might want to watch it, but I need to make a good excuse of why I'm going to see it, because my manhood is on the line. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You know, if you believe into that, don't worry about it. It's not on the line. And I don't want my friends to know what I'm doing. Also, how do you feel about the Mario Brothers movie bombed by the critics? Do you agree with them, or do you agree with only the fans' reactions and shine some light on future box office films? If this happens again, so I can see if you're a hypocrite or not, which side do you agree on with critics or fans' opinions? I honestly do think there is a bias in the critic community where they are not just going to celebrate a movie that just has fan service and is just good on the property unless it offers something more and a social commentary or something that's, progresses even animation. If it's just a good animated movie and it's just good for the property, I don't think that critics are as interested in it. So I would not weigh completely into what the critics are saying on this one, but I'm not going to dismiss it either. Is that fair? I don't dismiss what they're saying. I'm not happy to hear that the critics are down on Mario Brothers, but I'm not going to make up my mind either.
It's kind of impossible to say until you've seen it.
Well, is there even audience score out yet for it, or just came out today, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if there's any audience score to be had yet. Oh, there is. Okay. Here's an update on, this is actually good to bring up. Here's an update on the Mario movie. And I just think that there's not enough here for critics to say this is amazing. And I do think they've been overly down on the studio that brought Minions and Despicable Me 2, and those are extremely successful movies, but audience score 96%. So 1,000+ verified ratings. But these are people that bought the ticket, and it has, let me also bring this up. I think this was from Caden in the DM group was saying the cinema score is good too. So that is significant. If you tie the cinema score along with the Rotten Tomatoes audience score, that means there's a good chance that the paying consumer is going to like it, in my opinion, based on what I'm seeing here. That's a good cinema score. A cinema score.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that's enough to go on, right? Yes, the critics are not sold on it, but the audiences are rewarding it on the audience score and the cinema score. There you go.
Well, critics don't like animation anyway, nor
unless
they want more artiste movies.
They can be slightly pretentious. Also, if it's not doing something next level with the animation too, you know what I mean? If it's just standard animation that just looks really, really crisp, this is my opinion of their opinion. I don't think if it's not doing something new or different, it's not saying something new or different, and it's just an IP movie, I think they're less interested. Is that a fair? I mean, what do you say, Perp? I mean, we're talking about their opinions, but I think
I don't know.
that bias.
I don't know. I never looked at it as I never look at critics as a monolith. It seems like, they're gonna have different tastes. They're gonna like different things. Like I remember critics liked the last 2 Jackass movies. There's no social commentary in that. It's like, I don't know. I actually respect critics. I like critics. I don't do the critics are wrong or anything like that.
No. I'm not like shill or anti-shill. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
I think there's criticisms from both ends. I do think they have typical things that they do, and I'm like, oh, just like Grace the other day in her Mario review. There was like, oh, come on, Grace, can't you just not think of it that level, go to that level with it?
If I'm going to say something general about critics, I will say this: it seems like they actually do care about story, and that seems to be the thing lacking in this Mario movie, from what I gather.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I look at the reviews and I'm thinking I'm seeing it tomorrow night, and I hope it's great. I got tickets, taking the whole family. But when I look at the reviews and people are complaining about the story, I kind of think, well, how much of a story did Mario ever have? It's like, oh, the princess gets kidnapped, and you're so it's like, there's really not that much there. It's designed
if you force a story onto Mario that it was never intended to, based on the IP, that could be cringe too. Like if you force some epic thing that never really had anything to do with the Mushroom Kingdom, that could be the opposite thing, and like have fans like, what the hell is this? I came for a Mario movie.
Well, you see, that's why I always say with video games, you need to pretty much forget the video game and look at it as a unique entity if you're adapting it as a movie or a TV show, because the game is designed to be played. It's not designed to be sat back and watched. So to turn it into a passive narrative where you as the audience are sitting there and you're not an active participant, it's got to be something different. It can't be exactly the same because it was never designed to be that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that could have had the opposite effect if they went that way. All right.
I actually thought they were very creative with the live action. The 93 Mario movie, like how they worked with the elements of the Mario game. I thought they actually did a pretty good job, even though that movie got lambasted.
Yeah, it's interesting. I have to rewatch it. All
It's
right.
only $3 on DVD right now on Amazon because my daughter wanted to see it and I had to like track it down. It's not streaming anywhere, so we had to buy the DVD, and it was only $3 on Amazon, brand new.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm in the middle, Mass Vigilante, but I like what I hear from the audiences so far. Max, if you could make any IPs we know today and make a giant crossover on the big screen or a series, what IPs besides Marvel and DC would you cross over between the two and why?
I know what I would do.
What?
G.I. Joe and Transformers.
That would be good. G.I. Joe and Transformers. Let me see. I don't know. I'm like, I went blank. I can't think of anyone right now. Mario and Sonic would be cool right now. Anyone else have any ideas?
I got nothing.
I would like something to be crossover with Godzilla, but what would be good crossover with Godzilla?
Pacific Rim?
What's that? Pacific Rim?
Rim?
Yeah, they talked about that. Yeah. That would be
I'm
really
disappointed that we never got the 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover that was being designed. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would have been actually really cool, especially with Will Smith still attached, and Jonah Hill and
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Yeah.
The horror community is constantly asking for a Freddy versus Jason and to bring someone else in. Sometimes I hear Ash from Evil Dead. Sometimes I hear
What
Pinhead.
about
Hellraiser.
Michael versus something?
Michael versus Pinhead from Hellraiser. There we go. Let's go.
You know what I'd love to see? This is a little off kilter, but I'd love to see this. I'd love to see Batman versus Jason. And the reason is because if you look at the origin stories of Batman and Jason, Jason is kind of the bizarro Batman. Jason and Batman both witnessed the death of their parents, and it drove them in opposite directions. Batman saw his parents killed, and it made him fight crime. Jason watched his mother get decapitated, and it made him want to kill everybody. So they have the same origin, but it took them in opposite directions.
How about Rambo versus Predator?
That was actually a pretty good idea.
That's a good one.
Terminator versus
RoboCop.
I know we've gotten this like already.
Yes,
but
Terminator versus RoboCop.
That's
Hell
a game.
Yeah.
I don't interrupt me. I kind of want to see like a live action TMNT versus Batman. That'd be cool.
Yeah, what would TMNT be cool with?
The Toxic Crusaders, baby. Let's go.
Daredevil.
Yeah, because they were parodies of that. And
yeah, that's a great.
I would like to see Ernest versus Pippi Longstocking.
I don't know what that is.
So that's a good question. Lots of great stuff. I think my favorite though can you imagine Rambo versus Predator? Like time period, like when the first Rambo. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Old Rambo, not current day Rambo. Max, would you rather be the best singer dancer in the entire world, or would you rather be the best actor director in Hollywood history? Which would you choose? Hollywood director? You mean I could be James Cameron? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would like to be an actor director. and bring some of bring some things to life. That would be amazing. I would like it all, honestly, but if I had to pick, I would do actor director. What do you say, Crazy Joe?
I'd be a director. I'd want to be a director.
And Perp already did direct some, so I'm assuming. What would you say, Perp?
Yeah, singer dancer definitely.
Oh, singer dancer. Okay. CJ.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know mine came up out of order. I don't know if it's the way it's filtered or something, but mine were written in a particular order, and they're
Let me try
showing up in a
this.
different order.
Not newest first, but probably oldest.
Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo, Max.
Hold on, Axel. Hold on. We'll get to it. Okay. So who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about? Who's the man that would risk his neck for his brother man?
Yeah, the first one's missing.
Oh, it is. Well, Shaft. I actually did not watch the newer versions of Shaft.
Oh yeah, I saw the recent Shaft. That was funny.
Is it good? Are the new ones good?
It's really funny.
Yeah. I love all 5 of those.
She-Ra
movies.
versus Gem. Power Rangers and TMNT would be pretty cool.
Damn.
Oh,
I actually want Power Rangers to fight Guyver, the Guyver. That's what I want.
So who here saw the new Shaft movies?
The one that came out a few years ago. Yeah, I saw it.
I saw the John Singleton one with Busta Rhymes back in the day.
Okay. So I should check that out.
I got all 5 of them right here.
Are they good?
Oh yeah,
The new ones?
There's original trilogy. There's the
John
2000,
Singleton.
and then there's this one. There's 3 Shafts in this movie, so I think the title should be Shafts. I think this one should be Shafts with an S at the end.
Yeah.
No.
Shafts. That's funny.
It's like
Or
the end
for
game of Shaft.
for the love of Shaft. That's a good title. For the love of Shaft.
You've been shafted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
Yo, Max.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side?
Why are there so many?
I don't.
songs
Where's
about rainbows?
I don't know. I don't get this reference.
Oh, come on.
Kermit, bro. Come on.
Oh,
Where was
really?
your childhood?
Oh, I'm sorry, Crazy Joe.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Oh, all right.
What's on the?
And was this when they were
I'm
doing
sorry,
that
I
sick shot where
failed.
they were on the bikes and everyone was like, "Oh my god, how'd they do that?"
No, it was the swamp. When
swamp,
he was
true.
when he was in the swamp, and Jim Henson was underwater in a tank.
Yeah.
That is a legit one. Strange Marvel Theories: Doctor Who versus Farscape.
Add Morbius in there, and we got ourselves a hit.
Do you like Farscape, Crazy Joe? Because you like the Muppets.
Oh,
Jim
yeah.
Henson. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Did you know Doctor Who was going to cross over with Star Trek if Enterprise had gone on into a 5th season? Because the reboot of Doctor Who with Christopher Eccleston was just starting, and they wanted to cross them over, and they were having talks, and then Enterprise got canceled, and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's cool.
Yo, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I share the video I've been working on? It's got a few
All right,
swear
all right.
words and
Oh, so
kinda-
you can give me okay. All right.
it's about the president's ranking DC movies.
No.
Why?
No, that's like that video you showed last night.
Yeah,
Man,
but like, and I told you.
Oh my god.
Okay, and you can't pause it or anything. You can't stop it.
All right, boys. Today we're going to rank DC movies starting from Man of Steel to now. What's Man of Steel?
Joe, it's the movie about Superman and his origin.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that back in 1978, back when I had nice hair. And fuck's sake, Sleepy Joe. We're talking about the one that came out in 2013. Oh, whatever. Let's start. So where are we thinking of putting Man of Steel?
I'd say A tier. I love the way they recaptured Superman's story, his Kryptonian heritage. And don't get me started with the fight scenes, like when Superman fights Feora and that other guy, you could feel their strength destroying shit and blowing stuff up.
Of course you like seeing small towns blow up Obama, but I will Superman's backstory. Henry Cavill embodied Superman so well. Same with Amy Adams as Lois Lane. I mean, my God, I could just...
Trump, careful what you say. We don't want to get taken down.
I love the part at the oil rig where Henry Cavill is topless and you can see his hairy chest. Such an amazing scene.
Next is Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. When I first saw it, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but when they released the Ultimate Edition, then
Snyder Bro. Trump's a Snyder Bro confirmed.
That's a good perspective on how the world sees Superman and if he's needed.
I think the movie is mid. They should have gotten Christian Bale to come back as Batman.
Shut the fuck up, Sleepy Joe.
Hell yeah, I roll with Biden.
One of the greatest castings ever. I mean, when he was cast, people went nuts online.
I agree. His scenes of him as Batman and Bruce Wayne are great. I mean, just watch the warehouse fight. That is the shit right there.
I feel like they killed off Superman too early.
Kind of like how you killed my presidency too early.
One thing I like about Wonder Woman. Her entrance alone is cinema, as the kids say these days.
Pauses. Did you make this
I also
yourself?
think Lex Luthor was a
Yes.
good character in the movie.
No,
and
you
people
didn't.
so much-
Yes, I did. No,
Hold on,
no.
pause it. You made this one yourself? Because I've seen a
Yes.
lot of these going around.
Yeah, but
All
I
right.
actually am making this one. Yeah.
Are you? You're not lying to me. Okay, Crazy Joe's got to go. Thanks, Crazy
All right.
Joe.
Yeah, I gotta go too. This is funny though, so I'm gonna.
All right,
finish it.
thanks,
Come on.
Perp.
Later, guys. Good job, Axel. This is really good.
Thanks. Oh yeah, let's watch the end.
Let's put this in A tier. Next, we have Suicide Squad. I'm not going to lie, this movie is kind of forgettable. I mean, Deadshot and Harley Quinn's story are the only interesting things about this movie. Besides that, the villain was terrible. The music is so out of place, and overall, the story was kind of boring.
It does have some interesting ideas in it, though. Recruiting bad guys and making them work for you under their will is pretty brutal.
Again, why didn't they bring back Heath Ledger to play the Joker?
Joe, you do know that Heath Ledger is...
This movie sucks. However, there's a director's cut in the WB vault called the Ayer Cut waiting to be released.
Let's put it in here. Not the worst, but not good.
Next is Wonder Woman. People consider this film to be the best, but I got to disagree. I mean, Gal Gadot is hot, but the film is kind of overrated.
I think this film is really well told, expanding on Wonder Woman's story, and I like how they made it set in World War I.
Joe would probably agree. I mean, he was probably about 100 years old during that time.
Fuck you, Trump.
The chemistry between Diana and Steve Trevor is amazing, and when Steve sacrificed himself at the end, that really just got to me there. I will say that the final battle with Ares did come out of nowhere.
Yeah, the studio probably interfered with that. It was really cool to see a whole island of warrior women. Bill would love to be there since he's been to islands before doing weird shit.
So we putting this in A tier?
Sure, A tier works for me.
I wish they made a proper sequel to this.
Next, we have Justice League, or as most people call it, Justice League, because it was reshot by Joss Whedon.
Fuck that guy.
Joe, that guy may be a weirdo, but we both are anyway.
This isn't even up for debate. This movie is straight garbage. You ruined Zack Snyder's story, overdoing
They're
his
cultists.
adding cringe jokes, cutting Cyborg's backstory and that god-awful CGI on Superman's lips, trying to remove his mustache.
I thought Flash falling on Wonder Woman's tits was kind of funny.
Joe, what the hell?
Joe, how the hell were you even alive?
We're putting this in F tier.
Agree.
Did someone say Speedos?
All right.
All right.
There we go.
Can you send me? I'm gonna clip this out now because you made me do
Okay.
that.
Damn it.
Can you send me that image of Trump with the headset on? Because I'm gonna put Trump as a Snyder bro confirmed.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the clip out. Send me that on Twitter. I'm gonna clip
Yes.
it out.
King's Paw, how long is it? Oh, so far it's like 4 minutes, but I've got to do the other DC movies.
I'll put your
Biden is
channel
gonna,
in the description of the clip out.
yes, Biden is gonna fall asleep. It says he fell asleep to the Batman because he's sleepy, and yeah.
Trump is a Snyder bro. Send me that image. Just of
Yeah.
just of Trump exposed as a Snyder bro. Oh my god. That was funny. All right, that was worth it. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, DeRemo HBO has like 3 Snyder cuts at the same time. Are they the same movie? One's black and white. One's the Snyder cut. One's Justice League. No, they're not. Well, 2 are the same. Just one black and white, and one is. Oh, with the 3, you have 3 with the same runtime?
Ah.
I don't know about. I have to look.
It's the Emerald Edition.
It's the Emerald Edition, yeah. King's Port Cow. What's the best salad in your opinion? Sub question: do you like hoagies? My favorite salad is the least healthy one, like a steak salad with fries, steak, and ranch dressing.
Have you ever had taco salad?
Oh, I like taco salad too. So my favorite salads are not the healthiest. If I'm going healthy, Caesar salad's kind of good. I really like salads. I like apple pecan with raspberry vinaigrette. All kinds of salads. So good question, Cal. And I need to eat. I'm gonna get one tomorrow then.
Matt Damon.
All right. And Mass Vigilante, would you rather put all your savings into a shirt coin? I know what he actually said, like crypto and Dogecoin for trying to make a big buy and sell for a small chance to become a millionaire? Or would you rather keep all your hard work savings in your bank account and wait for a possible chance of another financial crisis to happen and might lose everything? Which would you choose? Well, I would probably go with what I actually did. I did not invest in any of the bad crypto stuff. I have my money in what little funds I have is in a bank. So financial crisis and lose all my savings. Wow. Wow. All right. Mass Vigilante Max, do you believe that nowadays people on the nerd culture are just a band of mindless sheep and listening to bottom feeders on the internet and telling them it is woke?
They're like those fat guys in Wall-E. Like they can't think for themselves. They don't like the fat guys on the floating chairs. Like they can't think for themselves. They just gotta listen to YouTubers. I mean, and yeah.
And everything has an agenda and is basically just cancer to everything they touch. Seriously, after the Blue Beetle trailer of the Batman fascist scene, the Mario Brothers movie, seeing Princess Peach kicking ass, calling her Rey Skywalker, I'm tired of these annoying fools. Yeah, but
people called her Rey Skywalker. What?
For a princess, they called it a bait and switch, and it's more about Peach than Mario.
People are so stupid.
Ham salad, chicken salad. All right. Well, Mass Vigilante Max. Yeah, I'm tired of it too, but I don't care as much as I used to because it never stops. It's like you can't change people's mind. You can't. Every once in a while you could change some minds, but very few and far between. Max, I told you, CGH, that a Harry Potter reboot was going to happen. Even though it's weird, it's going to be HBO Max series instead of movie. But anyways, what's your thoughts on this? And who should be the next Harry Potter? I don't know, but that casting is key. Harry, I don't know. What do you say, CGH? I think they should get CGH for
get
Harry
an
Potter.
unknown.
An unknown. Princess Peach has to run a kingdom and fight off Bowser. Of course she has to be tough. Egg salad. Tuna salad. Oh, I do like tuna salad. I'm looking for. Hey, Zentech. I appreciate you popping out. I was just going to end the show. But there's lots of people that have. There's multiple agendas you can have for storytelling. You know, you might want to send a message. Writers have lots of. Yes. Awesome, Zentech. People have agendas all the time. You know, lots. What's that, Axel?
Oh, no, I was just making.
Axel has an agenda to throw in jokes when he comes on the channel.
That is true.
And play random clips and show his art, which I like his art. You know, and
thank you.
So Axel, when he comes on, he has an agenda. CGH has an agenda to talk about aliens and asteroids, and to sell his merch.
Yeah.
Which I'm still going to get that beanie. Yeah. So everyone has agendas. It's just the agenda takes over the storytelling. You know, I think there's in a hierarchy of agendas, the best should be
hierarchy of power.
Hierarchy of agendas, the best should be storytelling and successfully telling a movie. Yes, but everyone has. You cannot not have people's personality in writing and art. if there isn't some level of agenda or bias or it could potentially be stale. That helps drive art in some cases.
You know we're going back to the moon.
Awesome. See, Axel has an agenda
Okay,
to put
okay.
this damn feet picture. What the hell is that?
James Snyder.
Send me that too. That's amazing.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, bro.
No, get CERN off. All right, we're ending the show. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Ya. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to
me. That was subscribe to CGH. Yeah.
Yes, subscribe to him instead.